I'm just in a bad mood. But no, I'm not.
Well, why'd you want to kill us both?
I'm actually not in a bad mood. I'm actually not.
Brendan?
What?
Why'd you want to kill us both?
I don't know. Just wanted to on Monday. The difference is I can, but I show restraint.
Really? You just want to kind of like,
I don't know.
like a silverback?
I don't know, man.
If he wanted to, that's a problem.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's a problem.
It would suck.
Yeah, it would really suck.
Uh-huh.
Because when he
Are you ready, Chin?
Yep.
Because I can't stop him from hurting you.
No. You guys need to grapple up a little bit. You need to feel his power.
I know he's fucking strong.
You ran away when I was wrestling. You were supposed to help me with Brendan, and you just took off.
No, he's too strong.
Remember when we said if I could kick you guys out of the studio?
Yeah.
And then you took off.
You had a
left
neck
me
problem
hanging.
for about
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, weren't you in a neck brace?
Yeah, like that's the problem.
Yep.
That's the problem with fucking with it. If you haven't warmed up, like
I gotta tell you this though.
he's
I
really
didn't.
strong.
I didn't tap. I was so like freaking like. Now I'm not gonna let. But then I told you, let me have time to train a little bit and work out.
No,
You're like, nah.
Listen,
you need to
Jim,
feel him.
Let me
I know, dude.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
lose regardless.
But
I wanna
remember
tell you
Chappelle thought and Chappelle's athletic too. I'm like, Bubba.
No. I love it. Listen, you could train, and I'm not kidding, for 10 years. 10 years. He would tap you at will. And when I say tap you at will, all you're like, oh, I'm going to stay. No. He would just do shit to you where you go, oh, that's very different. And
Are we going, Jin?
I mean, we were.
Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid.
come on, baby.
Dude, but, so Joanna was like, hey, I want to make this video. I go, okay, what's the video? She goes, to see if, like, let's say you were like a mugger, what you wanted to rape me. If you came behind me, if I could escape. I went, you don't want to do this. And then Steve, my father-in-law's there, mother-in-law, and like, no, it'll be fun. I'm like, you think it's going to be fun? It's going to be scary for all of you in this room. And I go, and I'll go at about 20%, and there's not a thing
You can do it to a man.
Oh, easily. And Joanna's like, no, it'll be fun. You can play it, Chin. It's on my Instagram. She just posted, I collabed on it.
No, this
She was like, you don't think I can like grab behind? Like,
You could take the whole family at once.
that's why I told her. I'm like, literally, if shit popped off,
Oh, this
her?
is great. Okay, let me see it. This is.
look, attack me. You can see I'm like, all right. And
Oh, damn the song.
it's about 20%. She thought she could use her legs to trip me.
And you're just squeezing a little bit. Just
20%, not even close.
No.
I told her I could squeeze so hard and break her ribs.
You can do that to a man.
Oh, yeah.
And now right here is really bad for her. 'Cause
Oh,
you
just
can
wait.
like-
Now I get wrist control, and you're really screwed.
Attack me.
I love the mindset of women because they're like, my girl did the same thing to me. She's like, I want to see if I could push you off me. I'm like, I've wrestled since I was 8 and I'm on steroids. What the fuck do you think is going to happen?
I know.
It's not going to happen.
No, my wife.
That's since I was 8 and I'm on steroids.
My wife was like, I thought I could like take my leg and like kind of do. I'm like, no.
Does she know that like a top level black belt, that's her weight class, is not doing that to you?
I told her, I go, you think you'd leg trip me? So she won a gold in judo, couldn't leg trip me, but you'll do it in your jammies.
I had a girl say, she goes, I once I learned how to defend myself, I was like, I'm done. And I went, you learned how to defend yourself? She goes, yeah. I go, against what? She goes, like, just if somebody attack her. She goes, an attacker. I go, what would you do? And she literally goes like this. She goes, I would go like this. All you do is this. Yeah. You go like that and then like that. And you hit their nose and the bone goes into
Yeah.
And I was like, and I went, wow, good job.
That's what we believed when we were in middle school. Remember,
Yeah,
you're like, if you hit
kill
someone
'em.
upwards in the nose,
Kill 'em.
they die.
Like a death touch.
Uh-huh.
I think it has to be scary for women. Like, I'm a normal person.
That's why a
I'd
woman
never
should
do
carry
it.
a weapon. Pepper spray and a knife. How about that?
God, even if you give her pepper spray and knife,
A gun's better.
The closest you ever feel to that as a dude is when you just walk through a bad neighborhood alone. You know what I mean?
and they feel like that at all times.
But you got to rehearse pepper spray because the pepper spray can be taken from you. I'm talking about you have to practice. You literally practice with a fake pepper spray. They have practice things. You have to. If you don't practice the way you're going to do that with a knife, and you're not going to. It's not going to work. And even then, it's going to be.
But then you imagine if you walked into your house and your girl's all okay.
I wish
Right?
you would. I wish you would.
It's like, bitch, we're in Austin.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
are you planning to use this? Now, we're in LA, it makes sense.
Takes one maniac.
One of the best situations ever in my young years happened because of pepper spray. Because I told you I was a bouncer back in the day, and we were fighting. We helped the police outside, and then their backup came, pepper sprayed everybody, so we all got hit. I was a bouncer at this bar, and one of the girls who worked at the bar saw that I was all, because you put milk in your eyes to get rid to stop the pain. And she was this girl that I wanted to smash forever. And she was actually the head of the cheerleader sorority at that school. And I always wanted to smash. And she goes, "Oh, you can't drive home tonight. I'm going to have you stay at my place." So she had me stay at her place for multiple days because the
Well
cheerleader
worth going blind for.
Did
Worth.
anything happen?
Yeah.
Of course they
Were you like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
got pepper spray in my dick?
Yeah, I was like, I want to get pepper sprayed all the fucking time.
Yeah.
This fucking
Yo.
rules.
Dude, she drove you back to her place.
Yeah, and she's like, you have to stay at my place. I can't have you
So they
driving
did
back
you a
home like this.
solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been pepper sprayed before?
I helped a woman who had been pepper sprayed.
No. Have you been? I know you have that girl in Venice, but have you?
I've never had
It's horrendous.
Fucking brutal.
Dude,
course it's brutal.
I was 5 or 6. My grandpa died, so my dad was cleaning out his garage, and me and my brother was playing grab ass. My dad goes, "Oh, whole thing of pepper spray," shakes it, and I'm standing directly behind him, like, "What's it?" He's like, "Stand back, you don't want to get in front of this." But he sprays it, and the wind goes,
Oh, fuck.
"Dude, just me and my brother."
Dude.
My dad's like, "Oh shit!"
And it's getting your mouth, your nose. It gets all over your face.
Wind
it
was
burns
like, "Not
everywhere.
today, bitch."
Dude, it feels like
Boom.
someone's holding 2 lighters
Yes.
in your nostrils.
Yeah.
And your eyes are on fire. Every part of your nasal cavity is just fucked.
That's like mace. You see these guys, same thing, same shit. Dove maced a dude in the car. The guy, they got in a fight, and he was in the car, and the guy came to the window, and he just went, dressed him down. I go, what do you do? I dressed him down. Dressed him down.
Well, don't they say for intruders bear spray? Because it can shoot super far away.
Fuck yeah. Bear spray is a nightmare. You're not doing shit.
Well, it stops bears.
It stops bears. So a human, and there are videos of humans being bear sprayed. It's not a good situation. And somebody's coming into your house, it's actually outstanding to do that.
That's what they say, bear spray.
Douche,
If you don't have a gun.
It
well,
shoots so
both.
far, and it shoots gel.
Yeah, you can shoot super, like from
I was
here
going
to
to say,
the
because
garage.
if you do it in the house, everyone's getting fucked up.
Yeah,
Right?
but also the thing about
everyone's
a
like,
gun.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about a gun is that it's gonna, if you shoot somebody in your house, even in stand your ground state, they say that you just have 200 grand minimum just to defend it. It's still gonna go to court. It's still gonna be
Even
a thing.
Texas.
It's gonna cost you 200 grand, almost always.
Maybe Bryan says that it's actually,
But
if
if
you
you
look
go-
it up, it's actually a myth.
Is it?
Yeah.
If you go
Yeah,
to
you
a
keep saying that, so I looked it up.
really,
Yeah.
if you go to a
the
gun
narrative's
store,
not
that's the
there.
first thing they tell you.
No.
So
Yeah,
they're,
it's
probably
actually a myth.
California.
they're probably trying to cover their bases, too.
Look
Yeah.
that up, Chin.
Yeah, look it up.
Whenever you get
Stand your ground in Texas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like how much does it cost average when you shoot somebody in your house who's an intruder?
Yeah, Bryan keeps spreading that false narrative, and then people are like, "Man, I better not shoot." Dude, the last thing I think about, like, oh, hopefully it's
That-
going to get
that's a
tied
sti-
up in court.
No,
Yeah.
that's a
Well,
staff. That's a
California's
staff.
one of those
no,
states
you do
where,
get
like-
caught up because the family can still sue you, and then you have to pay for X, Y, and Z.
California is definitely one of those states where if you are the one that ends up killing somebody, if someone breaks in your house, you could still get in trouble. Am I right?
What did you type in, Chin?
Exactly what you guys said.
What?
How much does it cost average if you shoot someone in your house who's an intruder?
What are the legal fees? How much? What legal?
But that's
fees
if they
should
press
you
charges,
expect?
so it's not going to give you.
But no,
the actual
because the
fact-
family
fact.
always sues.
No,
you.
they don't.
You get
that's a
sued.
false narrative.
The average
I think in
cost
California,
right here.
Hundreds of thousands to over half.
Of course, if you're charged for
Average-
murder, but
the average cost of legal fees after shooting an intruder in self-defense can range from hundreds of thousands to over $500,000, with the total cost broken down into legal fees.
This
civil
does nothing for
liability-
us.
Listen, no, you're wrong.
No, 'cause you're
Into
assuming
legal
everyone's charged.
No, you don't understand how it works. I'll explain. Into legal fees, civil liability, other expenses. It's impossible to give a single average as costs vary based on the complexity of the case, attorney experience. So when you shoot somebody, no matter what, someone in that family that's connected to that person is going to take you to court.
that's not true.
It is true.
Chin,
It is.
type in home invaders. Is it 100% the shooter who
Says it
defended him?
right
Always,
there.
It's not 100%, Bryan.
But it says the average
That's
cost
just
of legal
straight up
fees
fake.
when you shoot somebody who you're shooting in self-defense. I'm telling you,
It's not 100%, buddy. I'm telling you that right now.
no, but almost always.
If they do, that's what it would lead to. That would be the incurring cost.
When you shoot anybody in your house, even if you're in the right, you're not going to do anything. You're the amount of money you're going to spend when it goes to court because
If it
somebody's
goes
gonna,
to court.
People always sue you. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
I guarantee you, 100 case of defending your house is not 100% that you go to court.
Almost always.
It's just possible. So it's just highly unlikely to avoid all legal fees. Of
course.
But that's Google AI. If you ask ChatGPT, it says legal justification, self-defense law. Under the Texas law, the so-called Castle Doctrine, self-defense law says someone unlawfully enters your habitation, you may be justified in using deadly force. Of
course.
So in Texas,
No,
I guess-
justify is fine. But legal fees.
What I'm saying is that no matter what, someone in that family almost always brings you to court. They sue
It's not
you
about
for
you're not
civil
going to go to
liability.
jail necessarily,
And
but
so you have to pay for legal.
Hey,
You have to pay for lawyers. You have to pay for processing, all that stuff. And usually,
But at the end of the day, none of that matters. So if someone breaks in your home, you're not like, oh man, I better let him fucking rob my
who the fuck
house.
said anything about that?
I know, I'm just telling you.
No, but I'm just saying
You
it's
always
gonna
bring it up when
cost you.
someone breaks into your house.
No, you said it's a
Who
false
gives a
narrative. You
fuck?
said it's a false narrative. It's not a false narrative.
It is a false narrative. It's 100%.
No, it's not. So you are going to pay on average.
Well, if someone breaks
on
into the
average.
house, Bryan's been training wrestling very hard.
So Sam Sheridan, who wrote a book about all this is a while back, did the numbers. So the national average, if you look at what people have to pay in self-defense
I'm
shootings,
not saying they don't, Bryan. That's where you're confusing us.
On average
200,000?
200,000.
That's what I'm saying. I
So
know.
that's a real-
I know it's expensive.
Okay, so that's
200. I'm saying not 100% of self-defense cases people get sued and pay $200,000.
nothing is 100%. What
There
I'm
you go.
saying is that
That's all I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying is
Bryan.
that even if you shoot somebody in self-defense, which you're going to do, you're going to pay money. You're going to pay out the ass.
But you're alive. That's what I'm saying. Who gives a fuck? If someone breaks in your house, that you're not going to be like, man, I don't have 200
You're going
grand.
off on another tangent. What I'm saying is that you expect to spend crazy amount of money. Now, it's not very fair, but that's what the legal system can do to you. It's still going to bankrupt you. It's still going to be, you could legitimately go bankrupt because you defended yourself in your own fucking home. Now, we can have a discussion about
Maybe.
whether that's fair or not, but that's
Well, we
what
know
happens.
it's not fair. I don't
Right.
think the argument's if it's fair.
But that happens.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame that that's the law, but that's the law. It sucks. But
Yeah.
luckily, you've been training jiu-jitsu and
You don't
you're
have to
ready
worry
for,
about guns.
You're ready for
I'm ready,
all
bro.
that.
I just put him in my guard.
That's what I love about you. You're training for a fight that's never going to happen.
Did
at
you ever
60
see that?
years
Did you ever
old.
see that dude who broke into Anthony Smith's house?
No.
Let's take a little break here, our boy Nick, because
Yeah, man.
turkey touchdowns and takes. It's Thanksgiving. The action doesn't stop at the dinner table, fam. Feast on some winnings this holiday with Pick 6, DraftKings' newest fancy pick'em game. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. It's that simple. Pick 6 brings you upside those other pick'em sites can't touch. The better you perform, the bigger your payout. And it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, and so much more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use the code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER. New DraftKings customers can play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call, ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, the crown is yours. Happy Thanksgiving.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
This dude broke into Anthony Smith's house, but he's on meth and he wrestled in high school. And Anthony was like, dude, I've had tough fights. I hit this guy. He goes, I got mount. I landed so many elbows, 12 to 6 elbows, and the guy would not stop.
Well, I told you.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was on meth. And he's like, dude, I've hit this guy where anybody in the UFC had been out. This dude would not stop.
That happened with PCP to me. So back when I was still living in New York, it was the first day of lockdown in the pandemic. And me and my ex were sitting in the living room and we just hear something trying to our lock trying to open. We're like, what the fuck is that? So I walk over, open the door, and there's this kid probably about my age, trying to pick the lock. And I go, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, oh, the landlord said that I could come check out this apartment. And I went, no, what are you talking about? And he goes, yeah. And I said, what's the landlord's name? It's a Greek lady's name. So I knew he wouldn't know it. And he goes, it's Tom. way off. So I was like, get the fuck out of here. So I told him to get the fuck out. He actually leaves, right? And he just something looks off about this guy. And like, you've seen people are fucked up. Something just seems a little odd. 20 minutes later, we hear it again, but it's not our door. It's the door right next to us. He's trying to break into the next door. So that's when I come out and I grab him, throw him down the flight of stairs. And this was the scary part. Threw him down the stairs. He rolls, bounces up on one foot, and just runs out the door. And I'm like, oh, that's a little odd. Yeah.
Drugs.
20 minutes later, hear it again. It's another one of our neighbors. He's trying to break into every single one of these places. So that's when I came out with the knife, and my roommate just happened to be coming home. This kid, Ralph Anthony, New York comic that's like 230 pounds. And we trap him in the stairwell. And he finally just like, after we've like thrown him around, roughed him up, like he's admitted defeat. But he was like 140 pounds, but like this kid could just keep on bouncing up. And at one point he kind of just gave up. And it was weird. He sits down, opens his backpack, pulls out a loose slice of, I thought he was gonna pull a gun, pulled a loose slice of pizza out of his book bag.
Hell yeah.
And a blue moon.
Oh, he was a
And
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
The fucking Ninja Turtle on PCP.
Pulls out a piece of pizza and starts eating it.
And he just sat there, just eating the slice, and it looked like a good slice. So my roommate goes, "Where'd you get that?" And he goes, "This Rose's down the street."
Did you guys call the police or anything?
Yeah. So my ex called the cops.
Oh, I would have let him go.
This is the crazy part, because it was during the pandemic. The cops at first were listening to it, and they're like, where do you think you're supposed to be? And he's like, blah blah blah. And they're like, all right, we're gonna let you go. He bites the cop on the nose.
What?
Yeah, he bit the cop on the nose.
What the fuck?
And they sent the two like flimsiest police officers I've ever seen in my life. So they're trying to wrestle this guy, and he's just fucking
Defunded, man.
yoking them up, throwing them all around. 4 other cop cars come. The next thing I know, I have a video. It's like 10 cop cars outside our house. He's biting that. He bit the Achilles tendon of one of the ambulance
Holy
workers.
shit.
Ow!
And then this is the craziest part. The next day I get a phone call, and they're like, hey, if you happen to see him, if he comes back, just like give
You're
us
like,
a
wait,
call. And
he's
I
not
went,
in
what do you mean?
jail?
And they're like, well, because of COVID, we can't keep him.
Wow.
And I'm like, if he comes,
New York City, baby.
Yeah.
New York.
New York City.
New York.
You bite people. You're trying to break in, and don't do it again.
Yeah.
Bit his fucking nose?
Bit
Like the
a
penguin.
cop's nose, bit an Achilles
How lucky
tendon
that
of an
kid
ambulance
is.
worker. And they
Yeah,
just
he was a
had to
young
let him.
kid?
Yeah, probably like at the time I was 28, he was probably around the same age.
Assume white?
Yeah. No, like Latin.
Yeah.
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 Why'd you have to make it a race thing, bro?
I mean, come on.
What do you mean?
It was also the dumbest time to ever try and do it, because everyone is locked inside their
Well, that's
fucking
true.
house.
Well,
so
he's on
everyone's
PCP,
home.
he's not thinking about it.
No. And they were about to just let him go until he bit the fucking cop on the nose.
Jesus. Some people make the worst decisions, man. God.
But yeah, someone's on drugs. It doesn't matter how much wrestling you have or how much
No,
fucking.
that's what Anthony Smith was saying. He was like, dude, I'm telling you, I hit this kid with knees, elbow, nothing. He just kept fucking coming.
Yeah, I saw this mobbed up kid at one time at a bar in my neighborhood. He found out some guy was talking to his girl. The dude was all PCP'd up. He showed up with the cinder block, cracks the dude over the head with the cinder block, and the kid just took it and kept on fighting. And I was like, oof, that is not
Well, it's like
someone
those
you want to be
cops when
fighting.
they tase those guys on PCP or
Yeah.
meth. It does. They just rip
Nothing.
through it.
They've shot
They
guys
shoot
in the
them. They
chest.
just keep coming.
There was actually one time
It
when
makes you want to do it. Right?
it
It's
does
like-
make it. I want to see how much I bench
Yeah.
on PCP.
Yeah.
Just check
how
out
about,
my
how about
max.
UFC? Just go in there and start
on
slugging.
meth. Well, think how much you would bench on meth, dude.
Could you imagine?
If those guys are doing it, you definitely put up some.
Well,
Or your heart stops.
PCP kind of turns off because like your brain has this like natural thing inside, like like a car. I forgot the word. I think it's called a governor.
Yeah.
It doesn't let it go too fast.
Yeah.
It turns off the governor for strength. That's why like you'll lift shit that you shouldn't be able to lift because the governor's turned off. All the things that your brain would tell you we can't lift this because we're gonna rip parts of our
And
tendons
that
out.
governor comes off too. Like you'll hear of dads, like their kids trapped under a fucking jet, like a snow ski, like a jet ski, and they'll fucking throw it up where they could never do it, but because whatever that instinct is, the God turns the governor off, and your body goes party time, and there seems flipping snowmobiles over and shit.
Jesus.
to
That's
save
like you
the
hear those
kids.
moms and stuff like that like pull a shark off their kid. That's
Yeah.
they're not strong enough to do that. It's just that governor fucking just turns off and they're able to just do mom shit that would have never been able to
Now
happen.
imagine if you could create a supplement where you could take that governor off.
I would inject
That
that
supplement's
peptide
called
in a
meth. But if you could get something like that,
Trend is the closest thing to it.
You'd like this because there's that show I was talking about, Physical Asia, and they have like all countries in Asia competing. So Philippines, Indonesia, Australia. It's all these, and Australia is just they
that's
got
why
those-
Robert Whittaker's on
They
there.
got Robert Whittaker, and there goes that just giant Maori who's a strong man. Forget it, right? But man, when you see Whittaker, and they had to hold together these 300
And that little girl's laughing?
columns
Yeah.
like this, and they're holding like that. And it was wild because like you're sitting there holding it for 30 minutes and they're dying. So somebody's like, the guy can't live. And Whittaker just goes, he goes, let's go. I fucking live here. And he was just like, it's a different gear with that fucking dude. And then the woman's going, Whittaker. She's a wrestler, a national wrestler. And he just looks over like this and just stops and looks over. And he was like, oh, you just turned me on. And that not turned on the competitive edge. Some people have that extra gear. That motherfucker has an extra gear where he just does shit that's just extra. You're like, well, that's why you were a UFC champion.
Yeah.
It's
Did you see the first season of that show?
Yeah.
It was so good. Did
when
you
they had
watch
to
it?
hang?
No, there was one episode where it's like they had the MMA fighters, they had powerlifters, they had all this. And then somehow a male MMA fighter from Korea had to go against a female bodybuilder in a competition where it comes down to who out grapples and throws around the other person, whoever has the ball at the end of it.
Yeah.
And all of them are like, you could see them all like, she's very strong. She's going to do a very good job.
no.
And he just dog walks her.
By the way, you know who are
The producers are like,
And you see them all go, oh.
like you got
Yeah.
fuck. Oh God, he's all nigga.
Yeah, like at one point he just stopped feeling bad. Like he like picked her up from back and just tripped out her feet underneath her.
Try to be cool,
You know
like I did with my wife.
You know who they couldn't figure out was so strong they couldn't make it because they were like, how are they this strong and they have this endurance? The Mongols.
Really?
Mongolians
yeah.
are huge people.
Yeah,
Are they like
huge.
Polynesian build?
They are. They're like giant. They look like giant, like Chinese people with some.
Russian.
Yeah, they're like
Big
really
Russian?
fierce
Like a
looking.
Shavkati.
Fierce
Yes.
people. Yeah.
Yes.
They're a fierce looking people, man. They're just fucking huge. And they're wrestlers. They yeah. They're like huge. And just they live on the steps. Like that guy. Look at that guy.
They got that face that wind doesn't affect them.
They're fucking strong, man.
Yeah, their cheekbones are usually high.
Yeah.
yeah, like they're
Oh,
built
they're
for
real?
weather.
Look at
Oh
that.
my-
Look at that guy.
Like weather tech.
Look at that
Could
guy.
you imagine?
Look at that guy.
I don't know if you've seen those videos of like the Polynesians that run at each other. I forgot what that
It's
new
a
sport's called.
dude. I think it's better than slap fight.
So much
Have you
better.
seen this?
I have seen
They
it.
just run
It
into
looks
each other.
hellish. It's like
It looks better than slap fight.
It's so
more
much
technique.
I
better.
agree
It's so
with
much better. Those people. That's who you want to see go against Polynesians.
Well, I will say that the one guy who beats everybody strength wise, I mean,
In that
the
running?
one guy, it is all of Asia is the Maori from Australia.
yeah.
He's a strong man, and dude, it's so crazy. Even
called run it
even the
straight, Jim?
greatest
I
Mongolian
don't know.
wrestlers, they grab his hand, they go, oh, they feel it, and they're like, oh, it's different.
Is this a sport or just legalized chaos?
That one?
That's it.
That seems really
Exploding in
dangerous.
Australasia.
Even if you win, that's a dead shoulder so bad.
One runs with the ball, the other one
Damn, bro.
scoring the pass. Just
Damn.
critics are calling it brain damage.
You know what we call this when I was a kid? Smear the queer, or his football drills
the
called
carrier.
Oklahoma.
Isn't that how you break your
Oklahoma
neck,
drills,
Bubba?
yeah.
That's Oklahoma
You start off
drill.
on your back, jump up.
and
yeah.
you run around.
Can't you
boom.
break your fucking neck like that?
I've gotten one of the worst
Not
concussions
really.
I've ever gotten because somehow you just always end up helmet to helmet on those drills. And I remember just one time, one of my eyes was looking one way, one of my eyes looking the other way, and my coach had to smack my head like an
Oklahoma?
old television set,
And
just to
especially
bring my
back
eyes
then,
back,
they go,
and I
"You got your
fucking
bell rung."
yacked.
You
Yeah,
know, you got your bell rung. You're like, well, okay.
That's not good.
no, that sport. What's so crazy about that is those Polynesians, they don't even have to train; they're just built like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're built like rhinos, so it's like they can do that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
No,
They can do that.
even you're a fucking freak.
I would never do that.
But
I
a
would get lit up.
400-pound Polynesian.
And they're like they're low to the ground, and their
They're just
legs are
built
made
for it,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
fucking. They're like bowling balls.
Yeah,
Just
they're-
fucking boom.
No neck, too. Just like this guy has just shoulders and a head. You're like,
Yeah, they're literally made for that.
You just wake up and it's just some guy built like Iz from somewhere of the rainbow just fucking staring at you.
Would you
like,
rather
you
do
okay,
that or
cuz?"
slap fight?
Slap fight.
Paid the same.
Slap. I'd rather do slap fight because I'm dying in the sport. Slap fight, you're getting your bell rung. This is like you could get a life-changing injury from that.
I would just, I guess you'd run this way. I don't fucking know.
That's why it's not for you, Bubba. No, you got no. That's not the rules.
Nah,
You gotta.
You got to just run in
Yeah.
to somebody.
All
It's
shoulder,
insane.
and you're just knocking people the fuck out.
Yeah, no.
But you're built for it.
Yeah, I'm really built for it. I could use some
I'd
Polynesian.
pay money to see that.
I could use some Polynesian.
That would be dangerous. Like you could do slap fight and be all right.
I played football, and I got hit a couple times. I was like, oh, this is not for me. I
Not
can't
for
do
you.
it. It's the only thing I ever quit.
No.
It's the only thing I ever quit. I went, first of all, it was too cold. Second of all, everybody was bigger. And I was like, I'm too angular for
But
this.
you knew that going into it, right?
Yeah, but wrestling changed everything. I loved it, but I was like, this is fucking awful. The cold, everything. I'm just not.
It's not a fun sport. Like if I have kids, I don't know if I want them even playing football because
Really?
it's like because
They're built for it.
my kids won't be like your kids because my kids will grow to 5'9" max. That's if things keep on going uphill. You know what I mean? Like
Not if you get with a tall girl, though.
now my girl's 5'3". It ain't happening. We're just gonna have
You got-
two
that's
little
your type,
Italians.
too. You like the small
I like
little-
tiny girls
You
too.
know, tiny girls, so your kid's going to
Dude,
be.
you love this. The coach who runs the whole baseball program, when Tiger had tryouts, and they just had tryouts again last week. He goes, parents, gather around. I want to set expectations. Not for the kids, for the parents. He goes, gather around. He goes, now listen, the Dodgers aren't out here today. So nobody's getting signed by the Dodgers. Everyone needs to relax. He goes, and there's also another aspect to it. Some of y'all are 5'5", and then some of y'all are 6'4". I can work with 6'4". I can't work with 5'5". Everybody good?
Yeah,
Break.
dude, it even makes a big difference
Wait
in
a minute,
baseball.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Because like
He was saying
the kids whose parents are like basically 5'9" and under, and the moms are 5'5", those kids, there's not athletically they're not going to be able to compete at a certain age. So he's like, the small age like rec and stuff, you can get away with that. Eventually, there's nothing I can do genetically. I can only do so much.
speed's that way too.
That I mean, like,
yeah, and you're born with speed or not. I have parents ask me all the time, how can I make my son faster? I'm like, there's nothing we can do. He
no.
either has it or he doesn't.
Like you could get faster, but you'll never.
You
be
can clean up
fast.
your running, but if you weren't born with explosive speed, it's just you got to
No.
figure it out. Go to first base, go to
Yeah.
third. Like you got to figure it out.
Yeah, you're white. Play quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Figure it out. Yeah. There's just just the way it is. Sports
the way
are
it
not
is.
fair.
And Tiger's probably what, my height now?
Probably Bubba.
Right?
He's getting fucking big. Dude, yesterday he had football practice and he caught a ball. Dude, I was sick to my stomach. He caught this ball. I'm like, sick catch. But he went backwards and he went over almost like Scorpion, but it was all on his head. And he went like his neck went boom.
Fuck, bro.
Dude, and
Bro.
he was laying there like,
Bro.
Oh,
he was
no.
like shaking.
Who is this? Your child?
Tiger, man.
Jesus.
Another kid's story. Tiger. There was another kid. His name was.
Was he okay?
Yeah, oh, dude, he had a stinger.
Oh,
Because the
fuck.
neck went like this.
Yeah.
So he had this whole stinger here.
That's
Just
really
numb.
bad, man.
Which no one's dealt with more stingers in life than me. So I just knew exactly what he was doing. He's a tough kid. It's rare he cries, man. But this one
This one got him.
hurt.
Fuck
yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
It's
He was
really
cool.
Scary.
It was like after an hour, I put heat on it. Everyone's put ice, you put heat. So we did heat, and then probably like an hour later, I see him back out there running around. Like, thank God. I was sick to my stomach.
That
I was
scares the shit
I was
out of
sick
me.
to my
That scares
fucking
the shit out of
stomach,
me,
dude.
man.
Have you ever had an injury where you're like, where when it happened, you're like, maybe I might not get up?
Never.
Never one of those?
Never one of those. Never one of those. I got so many stingers in college that I had to wear a horse collar. You know, like so your neck can't move.
What is a stinger?
Stingers when like the compression of your neck like this, and it fucks with the nervous system. So it keeps jamming the muscle like this. So I get, and then your body, this side goes numb. Wherever your stinger is, the nerve system goes numb. I got so many that on my left side of my body that the nervous system, all the nerves here were so oversaturated, it stopped firing. So the muscle stopped growing. So my left arm got really skinny. My right arm was normal. I got so many. That's how I have to deal with it.
How do
Damn.
you deal with it? Just rest?
Rest, but we're in the middle of the season, so I couldn't rest. I had to play. So by the time I got done, I was literally like, my body was like this. I had to do so much rehab. My body was literally like this.
Jeez.
So when it comes to stingers for T, I'm like, buddy, I got my master's degree in stingers. You're lucky I'm your
That's
dad.
really dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why sports are so dangerous. So at that age.
Let's take a little break here, B, because this is my place.
Yep. I need auto parts, man. What happens?
Dude,
Where do I go?
I only go to one place called O'Reilly Auto Parts. You've heard of it. You know the jingle. O'Reilly. I'm doing a project on my 392 Jeep. I'm doing a project on my F350, the 7.3 Godzilla. They have everything I need. My boy there, Casey, at the O'Reilly here in Austin, it's my one-stop shop. They have everything you need. So whether you're a car expert or a rookie, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts are your one-stop shop for everything you need. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. O'Reilly.
This November, action is free on Pluto TV. Go on the run with Jack Reacher.
Every suspect was a trained killer.
Then buckle up for Drive, World War Z,
Every human being we save is one less to fight.
and Charlie's Angels.
Damn, I hate to fly.
Launch into sci-fi adventure with The Fifth Element and laugh through the mayhem in Tropic Thunder.
What is going on here?
All the thrills, all for free. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
But you're lucky you got a tall kid. Like I learned super early back because I'm from the Bronx, so you just learn very early that you're not going to be as good as a Puerto Rican or a Dominican kid that moved here from the Dominican Republic. It's like, well, that's different.
Baseball's life.
Yeah. I'll take up wrestling because I loved baseball until like Dominican kids started coming over from the Dominican Republic, and they're also 21 years old and you're 14, and you're like, I'm not going to fucking hit a fucking 90 per hour fastball off this fucking kid.
I think it's good for kids, man. Like T's on the super competitive football team, and there's this black kid on there who his dad's Nigerian, his brother's fucking All-American and their genetics are insane. He's a receiver. He's fast as fuck. He can jump through the roof. And T's like, he plays receiver. I'm like, yes, buddy. Now you're realizing this is why you're a tight end. Like you thought you were a receiver in Calabasas, California with all the white boys.
Yeah.
That's what a receiver looks like. This is why I keep fucking telling you you're a tight end.
Especially down here, they take fucking high school football serious.
Oh, Baba.
Like town shut down here for that shit.
down here?
No one
Oh,
gives a fuck
it's a
about
religion.
football where I'm from, but
It's a
down
religion.
here,
Yeah.
Sports in general. And especially in Lakeway where I live, you can throw a rock and you'll find someone that played professional sports or high level Division I sports, and they coach the teams.
Wow.
Like every team my son's played for, either former pro or D1.
yeah.
At
Well, how about Dakota
8,
Shepley?
9,
We were
10.
working out with Dakota, and he said the last time he was 170, he was 12
years old. Yeah.
12 years old. He was 12 years old.
He was your weight at 12.
170.
Yeah, it's just a different human.
Yeah. That's sports though.
Yeah.
It's just not
Like when I looked at him and I went like, no matter how good of like, if I trained in jiu-jitsu and trained in boxing, that's just a different human. You know what I mean? Like that's when weight class goes up. Like the first time we saw Bryan Shaw, I went, no matter what I wanted to do, nothing would happen.
But
He's just there's some people where weight class just supersedes
Physics.
all
It's called
technique.
physics. Yeah, it's called physics. There's just
there
something.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Like you've seen the video of Bryan Shaw and Bradley Martin. Like Bradley Martin's a big fucking guy, but like
Brian will pick him up like a girl.
he did, he ragdolled
He is
him.
tossing him around.
Ragdolled him.
Yeah. He's
Derek
big,
Wolf.
though. He's a legit giant.
Derek Wolf
Yeah.
was saying that. Derek Wolf was like, he would grab, because Derek sent me a video of them wrestling, and Brian got underhooks and just fucking picked him up and tossed him, and Derek was like, it's the most
That's a D
suffocating
tackle.
feeling. Yeah.
Could you imagine our poor European ancestors back in the day when they saw a ship of Bryan Shaw's
Like,
coming through
just,
the water?
Just Derek Wolf, just be around that guy. Like,
Yeah.
look at him.
Well, but here's the difference. So, listen, I love Bryan Shaw. He's a giant, but have Bryan Shaw try and sack the quarterback. Can't do it. Too slow.
Yeah.
Too slow. So, Derek Wolf's skill set
Speed.
is enormous compared to Bryan Shaw. Not even.
He was a stud, right?
stud. Freak. Motherfucking freak. Yeah, freak.
And he's got that mentality too. He's just like,
Yeah, NFL. All of them do.
yeah, just a monster.
Yeah, all of them do.
That's what I was wondering, because we were talking to Dakota that day, and we are wondering, like, if UFC paid enough, right? How many current heavyweights could still stand the test of being athletic enough to go against if NFL players like at that size?
Hold on. So, are you saying heavyweight UFC fighter fighting an NFL
Like,
guy?
let's just say if they would have
guys-
started off instead of, because if
If Derek Wolf started off in the UFC,
Yeah,
he'd be heavyweight champ.
you think so?
Easily. But if it was the same pay, it's not about pay too, because fighting sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it, it's great, but at the end of the day, you're still fighting for a living instead
Sure.
of catching footballs.
It's different.
True.
So if it was paying like 10 times higher, then it's worth the risk. But then the injuries, all that shit is just not worth it, man.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, so that's the difference.
Yeah, because if you're getting punched in the head for a living, that's
And
just a
it
different
does
life.
take a special person that doesn't have a ton of options to get punched in the face for a
It's
living.
not just that. Also,
And
it's
it's-
practice.
it's so scary.
I was talking to Dustin Poirier about that. 2 days a week would be sparring with monsters, and guys bigger than him and everything else. And you're getting hit in the head no matter what. Shit happens, and you have to get up for that every fucking week. Think about that.
That's the job.
After 53 fights, like most people peter out. Most people are like, I'm getting hit. I'm having to fuck with monsters. Everybody's head hunting me because I'm a name. Whatever it is, just gets harder and harder. And that's why boxing, all that stuff is just, you pay a price.
Mm-hmm.
In any sport, football, you pay a price. It's just professional sports, you pay a price. Like that's the game.
Yeah.
That's the game.
At least with football, usually from what I've talked to those guys, they scrimmage pretty light. It's the games that they go crazy.
It doesn't matter. You pay a price.
But yeah,
like their knees, like, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Their backs.
Yeah.
Like Klopp played 6 years.
They're all injured.
Klopp's so fucked up.
They say the
his
injury
back.
rate is 100% almost.
Also, if you play exciting football, like what's his name from the Giants, the new fullback?
The white boy.
Yeah, he's just like
Skattebo. Skattebo.
Yeah, this dude is. Have you seen this guy yet?
No.
It's
Skattebo. He plays. No, he's not fullback. He's a running back.
He plays like a fullback. He's
from Arizona
tanking
State.
people. He's my height.
But you'll watch him run. You're like, that kid might have 2 years.
The most exciting 2 years ever.
Yeah,
But that's what happens when you play exciting football. Like
Why?
that.
Because he's just so crazy.
He plays like Earl Campbell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
like in 2025, he plays like Earl Campbell, where nobody plays that way, and that's why everyone loves him. But I look at him like, oh, buddy, you're gonna be a one-hit wonder. You're gonna play 2 years. You have all these injuries and concussions, and you're not gonna get your severance pay. And he wasn't a high draft pick.
Yeah,
it's fun right now.
Yeah, he hits people like they did in the 80s.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they don't give a fuck about CTE. Like he's just he's fucking small as shit, but he's running people the fuck over.
Yes, he's like an old school, like Bo Jackson.
Just destroying people.
Yeah. Does not look to evade the tackle once it went through him. It's just, I love it. It's like a throwback.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but I still will watch him just because I'm like, this is going to be exciting.
No one plays like him. No. He just has so much heart, and you root for him, but it's also like, buddy.
It's going to be a very short, very fun run.
And you're going to be drooling out of your mouth in 4 years.
Oh yeah, he
plays the game the way he should play, but it's short lived. Yeah, I root for that kid and Dart. I'm not a Giants fan, but I root for him.
No, I hate the Giants.
How are you a Cowboys fan?
So they're not New York. They're in New Jersey. So
yeah, Giants are New Jersey.
Buffalo Bills, full stop. Buffalo Bills are the only real New York team, right? And my dad, growing up, hated them. And I remember my dad's old enough where he saw Roger Staubach play, and like the Cowboys would be on everyone's channel, like everyone's TV
That's
throughout
why
the
they're
country.
America's team.
So my dad saw him play, and he's like, "That's my team." And I got born into this, and we had a good run at the beginning of my childhood. And
in the
we will
90s,
never win ever again.
I'm going to tell you something. I think the Cowboys are the sleeper team. And I think after they beat the Eagles, if they came
that
back
was crazy.
That was great.
That was
they
crazy.
They won last week too, and they look so good.
But this is Bryan. Right, what he's doing is every Cowboys fan every single year.
I think
this is our year.
Yep.
I was that guy for a long time.
I think there's something happened.
But he hasn't had his heart broken enough being a Cowboys fan and follow him along to realize.
Well, my wife is such an Eagles fan. She actually stopped talking to me.
Every single year, Cowboy fans go through this.
I had to stop doing it because I'm like,
but
it's not our year.
I'm going to make this call because I want to put it on record. I think the Cowboys are going to surprise the shit out of you. I'm not saying they're going to be a Super Bowl team,
but I'm saying you got to realize the expectations. Them going to the playoff doesn't surprise anybody.
Right.
Surprise would begin to the Super Bowl. The standards for them are insane.
Look at my face.
Oh, you're like this. The T played at the Cowboys facility. We got a tour of their weight room, their lockers.
Here's the
you
problem.
have to fucking go all through it.
It's cool, man.
See where they sit, their cafeteria and shit.
Really
Dak
cool.
Prescott, and we talked to Dakota, and he's
so
a friend
good this year.
He's a good quarterback, but he plays like he's colorblind. Like he throws the ball and goes, I wonder why they're coming back towards me.
Yeah.
Like there's so many interceptions, and you're the highest paid quarterback in the
Balling
league.
this year though, right?
There's still a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
Well, he's not balling because they're at 5 and.
No, he can ball. No,
he has the talent.
He's like third for MVP. He's balling, dude.
Yeah,
His last game he had 340 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Right, but I think they're 6-5-1 now. No, 5-5-1.
But you're confusing their winning record with him not balling.
Don't you have to take that into account?
No. There's guys that win MVPs that they don't win the Super Bowl. You know,
our division just sucks besides the Eagles because it goes Eagles, then everyone with a losing record underneath.
But that's the NFL this year. Like, my Broncos are 9-2, but it's
you're a Broncos fan?
I'm from Denver, Bubba.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay,
crush. But it's like we're 9-2. It's like,
but also a fucking no. I think you guys are fucking sick this year.
Have you watched this much?
Yeah, my girl's a Broncos fan.
What is she from Denver?
Yeah.
Oh, what part?
She grew up. Forgot the town. It's like right outside of Denver.
Highlands Ranch.
But we went to Vail
Littleton?
recently just to go check it out.
You know what high school she went to?
I'll find out.
Definitely find out. Damn, you
Yeah.
got a Denver girl, dude. You getting cooler and cooler.
Yeah. We just went there to go visit her family for the first time.
Yeah,
It was sick out there.
Oh, you met the fam?
Yeah.
Did they like you?
You know what's crazy? So I've never been so scared to meet a girl's dad before because she's
she
like,
white?
Yeah, Italian and regular white. Her dad's like a farmer white, and she was like, just so you know, my dad doesn't like any guys I've ever brought home. He's a farmer. He doesn't talk to anybody.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'm going over there just like, I even told you, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Found out he wrestled, and we started talking. He told her after because he wrestled, he knows he's friends with Cael Sanderson, he's friends with like Dan Gable, he's friends with all those guys. He grew up like in that era, and he's like goes to NCAA finals all the time.
I like this
and
guy.
me and him talked for like 4 hours straight, and he at the end of the trip she's like, he's never talked to any guy that I've ever dated for this long.
You're
just
in.
because of wrestling. And I was like, I stayed on that train. I'm like, let's talk. He loves UFC and wrestling, and I was like, I could talk that shit all fucking day.
Buddy.
Great, dude.
Hell yeah.
It was the scariest shit ever. I was telling you, I'm like, I'm fucked.
But as long as you have an in, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
especially wrestling's like a fraternity, you know?
And it made me realize, I'm like, oh, because if all you know is wrestling and UFC, and you're a dad around girls, and
they're bringing
you have
home
no
these
one to
soft
talk,
ass like kids,
Yeah.
especially kids these days.
Yeah.
The dad's probably like, fuck, the
Had
kid's
no one to talk to.
vaping and
Yeah.
sagging his pants and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring over a real dude.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, he completely didn't mind the fact that I'm 10 years older than her, which was sick.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's you're a mature man.
Yeah,
No, wrestling settles
you
it
know
all.
about that.
Fuck yeah. I know about being 23 years old.
Dude, when
Dude,
you
the
met
other day-
Danny's parents, were they like,
I'm her parents' age.
oh, no, I know.
I mean,
so were they like,
it's outrageous.
oh, okay.
The
no,
best
they
was,
were not happy. And
Still
her,
aren't.
and her own
Still aren't.
And her brother, I think her brother is a tough guy, and he gave me no time because I don't blame him. I was 53 or 54, and he was.
Yeah, I'd be.
And I did stand up, and he came to my show with his friends. And at the end of the night,
did it?
he was kind of bigger, and he kind of took my shoulders, and he goes, "What you did tonight was beautiful. I had no respect for you before this. I didn't care about you, but you did something beautiful tonight." And he pat me down. He was a little drunk and just went back in his house. I was like, "Hey, you're 30, dude." Like,
But you also get it. Like, dude, you're so much older than his sister.
Yeah, one time at the Mothership,
So much older
Brian's
than-
on stage. I'm in the balcony watching his set, and it was the only time you've ever said the actual number, how much older than you Danny is. And you said, so yeah, I'm like 23 years older than my wife. And some black girl in the back of the room just goes, "Oh Lord."
35 to 58. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, man.
Yeah, when you were 28, she was what?
dude, when we
She's my
were
age.
23.
She's my age.
When you
were 23, she was one?
0. Now, here's the thing. Oh, yeah.
So you already started stand up before she was born.
Yeah, when we were dating, like literally, she looked at me and she goes, "If you were just 40, I could live with that, and I would never let you out of my sight." You know. And I was like, "I know, just timing, but hey, we're hanging,
And you
Casual.
slowly wore it down.
Come on,
The
Mom.
old cow wore it down.
the old heavy dick and
The old
sense
heavy
of
dick
humor.
and positive attitude.
Positive attitude. And she liked me because I was kind. She said, "You're so good to
Interesting.
people." She goes, "You're so good to people who are
Strangers.
just people that no." She said, "You're very good to people that you don't need anything, people you don't need anything from, and who are there in a subordinate position. Maybe they're a waiter or whatever it is. You're so."
And you tell
good
her that's
to
what
those
older people do?
No, I was like, "That's called common decency." But she said, "I loved how kind you were, but that's not sexy. Kind is not sexy."
No, she said, "I like how kind you are. You remind me of my grandpa."
That's right. That's
That's what
yeah.
grandpas
You're grandfatherly, with
And you
your
went,
cousins.
oh,
As
cool.
Brian's eating a Werther's original.
Right. I'm like, let me take my dentures out.
Boner just went.
Oh, tell him what.
Brian's
these
also at the age where
fucking
he's
scumbags-
so gullible, and it's so,
Oh,
it's so
especially with
fun.
AI.
Listen to this shit. These
This is
scumbags.
my new favorite thing to do is to just get in Brian's head right before he gets on stage, and just me and Nick, we like to do things where we let's see how if this is going to carry out onto the stage. So right before acting off, and it just worked out perfect.
Acting off by
I don't know if
the
you ever noticed,
Sunset Strip this December 3rd. Come see it.
Brian wears a lot of shoes that he just shouldn't wear. You know what I mean?
Well, it's better.
Shoes
than
that it's
sandals.
crazy to see a
Listen,
60-year-old man
better
wear.
than sandals, but keep going.
Yeah, I never want to see his feet again.
Yeah.
And they're terrible. And he was wearing some regular shoes, and I went, and they were actually fine. This is the first
Nike
time
running shoes?
they were fine this time.
black and white
Nike
But I just
running
went,
shoes,
I'm
no.
just gonna get in his fucking head before he gets on stage. And I went, "Oh, are you gonna are you gonna wear those on stage? And he goes, why? What's wrong with them? I'm like, fucking terrible shoes. Terrible.
And somebody else goes, yeah,
then,
they look like the girls in it's the whole
because
cast backing off.
we're all doing improv. So
the
everyone
girl goes, they
ended.
look like you would wear those in a walkathon.
Yeah.
And Brian, he also dresses like a stagehand when he gets on stage. It's all black.
So they're all hitting me with this, all of them at once. And I'm like,
we're just crushed. And then Danny jumped in. She goes, yeah, I told him not to buy those shoes.
My
and
own
Brian's
wife.
just defeated walking out. Like,
so
you
I
see
go
his
out-
shoulders.
No, but here's the best part. I go out and I make a joke about it and nobody gets it.
Brian walked on. We got in
a week later, they go, "Hey, dude, your shoes were fine."
That's hilarious.
We just
right before he
decided
walked
to
on
fuck
stage,
with you.
he literally walks out there and goes, "I'm sorry about my shoes." The crowd has no idea what the fuck.
I was like, they look like regular shoes
and
to me.
he just bombed, and he's like, "And my outfit's terrible," and the crowd's like, "What the fuck is he
Crowd's like,
talking
hey,
about?"
man, what's this guy going through?
And we're all in the back just fucking
hilarious.
dying.
That was so fucked up, man.
And then he told us he threw out the shoes.
You got rid of him?
I threw them out. I was like, "Oh, I can never wear these." A week later, you're like, "They're gross."
I was like, "They were fine."
I'm like, fuck you, dude. Those were $140.
You like Austin so far? You've been here how long?
Since July. Yeah. You know what? I have to say, I didn't see myself moving to Austin, but then now that I'm here, I like it a lot. Like, the way of life is definitely different than New York. The only thing I'll say that I miss is there is more stage time for stand-up in New York.
Yeah,
like
probably more quality time.
Yeah, because there's 30 comedy clubs in New York City, so you could get on stage 4 times a night very easily. You can here, but you have to put a lot more effort into it, because a lot of the places besides Mothership, like, there's some great clubs like Roscoe's and these other places, but a lot of these places are ran by the comics, which is not a good system.
It's
with
not
a
a
lot
good
of places
thing for other comics.
because there's no like avail systems or anything like that. You just kind of just like message them and like, yeah, you could do 2 shows this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's still, it's a growing city.
Although you're
for stand-up.
making waves at the Mothership.
I've
You're
been
doing great.
Yeah, but and this kudos to Nick. Like, I don't think people realize, like, you leave in New York where you're regular at the stand, the
Comedy
cellar,
comic, yeah.
all that shit. So you were solidified there. You were the man there.
Mm-hmm.
And as a comic, that's so tough to do. You're with the boys. You're with the right people, and you go, let me stop all this.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Austin.
Yeah. You know what it was though too? Yeah. And I think this is just like, as I see, because I'm friends with you and friends with these people who have done so much in comedy, and this is something that seems like it's just a fucked up part of comics' brains. I remember being a teenager and watching Tough Crowd and listening to Opie and Anthony and stuff like that, and being like, I dreamed of being at the Comedy Cellar, sitting at the table. Like, that was my dream. And it's so crazy that in stand-up, like, you get to there and then you're just like, now what? You know what I mean? Like, I've done everything that could be done in the city. I'm like, what am I going to do?
That's a problem, Bubba.
Yeah, but it's like the wrestler part of my mindset where it's just like, you're like, I have to put my head down, have to grind. And then like, you get to these places and it's just like winning a wrestling tournament. At first you're like, this is great. But then you're like, all right, now I got to win states. Now I got to make it to nationals.
Keep going, yeah.
You're never happy, which is the fucked up part of this. Because I'm like, I got to this thing that I wanted to sell as a kid and I was like, what is it anyway?
Wasn't it Chris DiStefano said it's like a beer drinking contest where the reward is more beer?
Yeah.
That's like the social media game.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's everything now. So it doesn't even matter if you're past you could be past the Mothership, past the Comedy Cellar. Doesn't matter if you're not doing good on social media. That's all that matters. Which is
Speaking of which, come see me at Wise Guys this Friday, Saturday.
I can't believe you're not past at the Mothership.
Not yet.
Nothing against the comics there, but dude, I've seen your shit. What?
Yeah, but he's not yet because
what?
Because it's saturated. There's just an audition process. There's a process, but he's doing great.
Well, what's the fucking process?
You audition for Adam, and there's not a lot of space. There's a pretty.
It's just very different.
roster.
It's different than they do at the Cellar, because at the Cellar, what they do is I had to go, you have to go after Bill Burr, you have to go after Dave Attell, and they see how you do on a 5-minute spot following a monster. And if you do well, then you're in, but you still have to
prove yourself,
kill it every time for the next couple months. So they were putting me after Jimmy Carr all the time. They're putting me up after Dave Attell, putting me up. I was following Bill Burr on a regular basis. So they put you through the ringer.
By the way, down in that room, that's
how it should be.
I fit that because.
But you have to fit in that lineup.
Yeah. And with Austin, it's more of he has to see you a certain amount of times, at a mic or something like that, or at a show there, which is it's a little different.
Is it open mics? Is that how they're doing it?
It's it's almost like a mic, but it's like they also know who's going to be on the thing. So it's very
So
interesting.
you just got to do it more.
You have to just keep on doing it.
Sees you, but
and
there's
like,
no.
but he's been great. Every time he's seen me, like both times he came up after my set and he's like, dude,
Adam's
fucking
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like that was great. But like,
So it's just a matter of time.
it's like a ringer thing that they put you through. But like, I guess it's to vet out. And I guess it's because like, there's a lot of, I don't mean to be mean, but like the quality of comics in New York versus Austin right now is very different. So
because
it's like,
Austin's kind of a newer scene. So
Yeah.
if anyone thinks that Austin's competing with a New York or LA, it's just, it would be like saying Atlanta is just as good as Hollywood when it comes to actors. It's like, well, I know there's a stream in Atlanta and they're newer. They'll get there. They ain't LA. It's
No.
just LA's been around 100
Well,
fucking
definitely
years.
New York has got
New York, you'll see someone who you've never heard of, bury someone who's your favorite comedian
Dude,
on a regular basis.
incredible.
Like people who, I would never say names, but people who are big acts come
That's
in
New York,
and
though. You know, it's
just
always
get
been- but
buried
it's
by
always
someone
been
who's
that way.
has 1,000
York's
followers on
always been-
social
It's
media.
always been that way.
always.
Like the New York comics have always been better than the LA comics. They just were bad at marketing.
Yeah.
The LA
Like,
comics,
that's
we were
why
better at marketing.
I came up in New York, so the bar was so high, you know, with guys like Louis C.K. and fucking David Tell and you name it, that Dave Chappelle. I was
that's-
doing shows in New York with where Dave would be up. You know, he was already great by then. This is 33 years ago. Dave Chappelle was great then. We would all stop and watch.
yeah.
But I did plenty of shows with him on the same venue.
But I think it's ridiculous to compare Austin to
Because Austin is like, I feel like that's
It's so new.
Austin's the new emerging scene where like
and it
people
get there.
Yeah, it's definitely getting there because some of the beasts like fucking Bryan, fucking guys like what's
Brian,
his name?
Rogan, you got Shane Gillis,
Shane Gillis,
you got Ron White.
Ron White. Watching Ron White
Tim
is like
Dillon.
watching someone like
At 70 years old.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
it's like watching an artist like actually like watching them paint in front of you because you're like watching them do callbacks
Yeah.
in a 15-minute set, 3 callbacks,
Yeah.
and you're just like, this is insane.
I'm too old to even care about this, but I did a set and then I brought Ron on. And as he came on, we're at the Mothership. He looks at me and he goes, "That thing you said about buying a different kind of set cracked me up." And I was like, "Hey, man, I'll take that compliment." You know?
Cool.
I was like, "That's pretty cool." Just got off. He's like my favorite right now.
I do feel like this is the new up and come because LA is kind of not where New York is, you know,
They'll bounce back.
but like they do have guys like Jeff Dye and stuff like that are still killing it out there.
Yeah, Jeff
moved
Dye
here.
moved here.
Did he?
Just bought a house.
Did he really?
Yeah, and the GoFundMe didn't help him. That was a joke. Yeah,
Was it?
yeah, that was a joke.
I didn't know what happened with that. I was like,
Yeah, dicey. Jeff swung against.
It was a clumsy mess.
That's horrible, man.
Clumsy joke.
I love Jeff. Even
Yeah.
I was like,
We
dude,
love Jeff.
what are you doing?
yeah.
Jeff
No, I
is
met
the
him.
best.
You introduced me to him the other day. He was great.
Jeff's
Best.
awesome.
He's such a good
Yeah.
guy, man.
Yeah.
And funny as fuck.
Yeah, he went up and murdered in there.
Murderer.
Jeff's a monster.
Murderer.
Yeah.
That's what I will say. That club is built so well for stand up. Like I've never seen a club built better for stand
The
up.
Mothership?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's built by Rogan. And
It's-
you know who had a huge significance is Louis C.K.
Did he?
Rogan had it set up like this, and Louis came and was like, no, you gotta do this, change this, put the seats here, change the ceiling like this.
Yeah.
Louis C.K., while they were building it, came in and kind of was like, nope, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's built by
Such a
comics.
good job.
Like real comics.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, that main room. Life is good when you're in Fat Boy.
Well, I've been doing some of
Fat
those, like I'm doing those 2 bottom of the barrel shows tonight in the small room, and I fucking love. That's like a New York. Like if anyone gets a chance to go,
Hell yeah.
even just see a show in the little room,
It's great. It's called Little Boy. I
Yeah,
do it
Little
all the
Boy. It's
time.
like it's like going to like a comedy. It's like
Is it like
it's
the
built-
belly room at the
Yes.
comedy
It's
store?
It's actually like the main room at the comedy
It's like the
cellar.
OR.
Interesting.
It's like the
Oh,
OR.
wow.
It's like a low ceiling and
that's
it's
cool.
tight. Everyone's up
It's a
close.
lot. It's almost exactly like the OR.
I think that Rogan built it after the OR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
why.
It's honestly
and
one of those rooms that-
Batman's like the main room.
If you
But there
bomb
was
in that
nothing
room,
the
it's
Comedy
like-
Store back in the day. Back in the day, 2019, 2017, 18, 19, 20.
Tuesday
Those-
night, Sam Tripoli show. Comedy Chaos.
Comedy Chaos was murderers.
Dude,
bro.
that was back when you were really funny.
That's that's back when I felt super funny.
Bro, for the Patreon listeners, we got a pretty special guest.
We got a special guest. We're talking about James Bashara, creator of Magic Mind. They're having an insane Black Friday sale, 58% off their mental performance shots. And you also get a free supply of their sleep shots. This is the biggest sale they've ever run. I did a whole thing with a bunch of comics for Magic Mind. I've gotten texts.
They
from
love
two
it,
of them
right?
Wanting more.
It's the real deal.
Try it. MagicMind.com.
Especially the Max. Your boy, I was on coffee, Adderall. I don't touch any of that stuff. I do half a cup of coffee. Magic Mind, your boy is locked.
And they
in.
got Sleep Shot at night.
Yes, go to magicmind.com. 58% off. It's their biggest sale ever. It's Magic Mind. Get you some.
You were killing it back then. I remember seeing you because that was one of the first times I saw you. Like I came from New York and saw you just absolutely ripping and just being. You were doing some like horseback fucking.
I'm back to all that shit.
Yeah.
I love seeing that because that's the fucking Bryan that I used to see and be like,
That's what I'm back
That's
to.
a fucking killer.
Yeah, that's what we did this past weekend.
Oh, this weekend was
Sick.
Silly Brian's the best.
Silly Brian's my favorite
Plano
Bryan.
this weekend.
Silly Brian's what we
That
want.
Saturday crowd, those Saturday crowds.
Silly
Packed
Brian
house.
slapping his dick. That's what we want.
Yep. That's what I'm at. Well, I'm back to that with stand-up. It's been great.
I think you needed that.
You're not coming to Wise Guys this weekend?
No, I'm bringing my girl for the first time to the Bronx to meet my
there you
family.
go.
God, you guys are getting serious, bro. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Yeah, it's time to get going.
What's that?
Yeah, I didn't know you were 36. Yeah, it's a go time.
Yeah, I'm taking peptides and aging very
Fuck
well.
yeah, dude. Yeah, you look. I thought you're young as
You're
fuck.
doing the glow, aren't you?
Taking glow. Yeah, I'm looks maxing.
What is glow?
It has this GHKCU peptide and BPC and TB500, so it heals all like the actual like skin flaws you have and the actual like the other stuff.
Really?
Helps with the collagen, gets rid of fine lines and all that.
Some
Should I be
people
getting- should I
inject. It won't help you, but some
You're
people.
so far gone.
Yeah, it's. But I know people that will inject it straight into their face.
What?
Yeah, people do that. I do right in the stomach. I'm not doing
people do
Oh,
that.
so you
In
know
the
about
face.
the glow.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you got to start looks maxing.
Yeah.
I got to start looks maxing, dude.
You do.
Should I start looks maxing?
Could you imagine Bryan gets a fucking Turkish haircut? Goes to Turkey, gets the hair done, starts
Bro.
injecting glow.
Dude,
Dude, as soon as my alimony's
Balling.
over in about 20 years, I'm going to do that.
as soon as what's over?
My alimony.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
That'll look great when you're 80 years old with a brand new haircut.
That won't be creepy at all. Having a ponytail.
Yeah, I got to do that.
All right, what do you got first, Chin?
You guys want to start off with? By the way, I don't think
with
we,
Nick's idea?
Yeah, but I don't think you guys formally introduced Nick yet.
yeah.
Nick
We'll do an
Simmons.
intro at the beginning too,
Nick
but
Simmons, great comic.
Okay.
buddy of ours
We've been doing the road for a long time, and he's been great, man.
helps out with a ton of stuff. Yeah,
Well, I
Nick's
saw
somebody-
he's been
Nick,
helping
I
out
saw
a
Nick
ton.
in L.A., and I was like, this motherfucker's a monster. I was like, who's this muscle man crushing a room?
That's what did it.
It was
If
the
you didn't have
body.
muscles,
Crushing-
You would have never
Crush
said a
shit.
word to me.
Fucking
so good.
crushing a room, like, you know. And
Yeah,
then
that
I
was during the
like-
pandemic where we
Yeah, that's why
we met.
Rogan saw you. Rogan was like, that guy's funny, man. And I was like, this guy's a fucking
So-
wrecking shop.
So I'll say
Yeah, set
this.
it up.
I had to come to Bryan, and I was like, because you told me this is what sparked this. You told me I was listening to you. You were shadow boxing as you usually do,
Yep.
and you were telling someone I don't look at the comments. And
Never have.
I said to you, man, I was like, that's a bad. We're living in a world where like, that's like going on stage, telling a joke and not listening to what the audience says. You got to listen to the audience. You know what I mean? And like, there's a Reddit.
Never been on Reddit.
I like the way you said that.
Never even been on Reddit.
You know my thing with Reddit
love
is they've said so much hurtful stuff where it's like, it's not that I don't know it's there. It's just usually from what I know, what people send me, it's just so evil and toxic and they'll like come from my family. So my thing, as soon as I hear, I'm like, nope. But
I'll
then
say
you were
this.
like, no, dude, it's
There's
not
a
all
lot
like
of
that.
really funny shit on there sometimes. Like not everybody hates you guys. Like
I think
they
we should,
have fun.
I think we should lean into a lot. of it.
There's honestly like there's a couple people who are shitty, you know, but then there's a lot of people who just go on there and post funny shit. So I was like, let me get some of the funniest shit that I've seen on there, and I want you guys to actually see what these guys post
All right, let's
because
see
it's
it.
actually pretty funny.
All right,
It's a good
I
idea.
didn't know you were
Hope
gonna
this
do
doesn't hurt our feelings.
Did you send this to Chin?
I sent it to Jen.
So this is from Reddit. This is it says point of view. Oh boy, point of view. Brendan Schaub finally breaks in the comedy mothership.
Hold on.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
It's me, Austin!
Look at the guy.
You all want it! Hook, line, and sinker!
Dude, I want to post this.
Even my immediate family bought it!
Look at Shane.
Every
Dude.
That's basically the whole video.
To teach you a lesson.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking genius, man.
That's so good.
Some of them are really fucking
That's
funny.
so good. Well, I think
Send us this. I didn't know.
I think it comes from too is like there's a whole narrative that like Rogan banned me from the Mothership and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Rogan banned me from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like those.
Joe calls Brennan. You're banned.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Well, that's just those are the YouTube guys I told you about. Like they make content. Like this is a South African guy. His channel's Podcast Cringe, and I'll be on the road with you, and he'll make like everything he's saying is wrong, but he'll say something about you, and I'll be like, maybe Bryan is a pussy.
What's he saying?
He's just so convincing. Like some of the like he does like it's
Some
almost
of them
like
have skills. That's the thing. I'm like, God, if you
Wait,
use
what
the
does he
South
say?
African guy's really good. Like he basically just makes like his own narrative of like what's going on. He'll be like, Bryan and Brendan hate each other, and
They're breaking up.
Bryan's been ready to leave for a long time.
Yeah,
and like,
Well, you do say that sometimes I look like I'm literally.
Well, I had to
falling
tell you,
asleep. I'm like this,
yeah, because I
like I'm waiting for a bus.
Yeah, you guys had me cut a thumbnail for you, and I had to go through the whole thing. And you guys look
Fuck,
like
Irish.
two
Sometimes you don't
guys.
seem into it. Yeah, that's what they're noticing.
You guys look like two guys who kind of know each other, waiting for the same bus.
Yeah, and that's why we got to angle the chair so we're looking at each other.
Yeah, because like that between that and the interrupting and stuff like that, that's like the only thing that like that's the one thing that people get annoyed by.
Yeah. Understandable.
Interrupting,
yeah.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Show us another one.
That's so
Now I wanna
Second
see
one,
them all.
this is something I feel like
love it.
Bryan needs to address.
Okay.
Either way, I'm just gonna warn you now, don't fucking bully me. I'll show up right to your house.
I'll show up at your fucking house.
Bang, 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 bang,
It's
bang,
really-
bang.
Come on, you're
UFC.
doing me on Rogan, dude. I know what you're fucking doing.
I don't give a fuck about your UFC shit.
I don't give a shit about your
fucking
UFC bullshit. Well, that's what I used to be like. And now I'm not that way. Yeah, but you guys know that was a bit, and Rogan cut me off.
The world thinks that you are being very
Yeah,
serious.
serious with me and Rogan being tough.
Okay, so hold on. Let's examine this. I looked at Brendan and I don't give a shit about your UFC.
shit. Clearly a joke.
You think?
Yeah.
You think? What do we always do?
Yeah.
The whole point was.
So what happened?
Because
Joe
by
cut-
the way, I think that was the episode where I go, it's Rough House Sunday, dude. And you took your watch off and chased me around the pool
Probably.
table.
Oh, and Rogan got mad because you picked up his favorite
Yes.
pool cue.
So you gotta
And
understand-
Bryan started using it like a sword. And Rogan goes, whoa. He goes, what the fuck are you doing? And we're like, what? Like two little kids. He goes, that's like
So
a
anybody who knows
$1,000
me,
pool.
yeah, and Rogan goes, that's toxic. I'm like, hey, I was going into a bit, which was I'll show up at your house and I'll show up at your house, motherfucker. And I was about to do a whole thing on him. Mm-hmm. I was like, you think I give a shit about UFC stuff?
I think why it comes off as Bryan serious is because Rogan interrupted him, thought he was serious, and that's what set Bryan's like, whoa, what the
And then
fuck?
the bit was lost, and I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
then it
let's
was-
move on.
So he didn't think you were. So Joe didn't think you were joking.
No, he thought he was serious because Bryan always fucks around.
But wait, let's back up. Let's just back
Dude, that
up.
kid's hilarious.
Does anybody?
Matan,
He's
that's
so
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
He's so funny.
Does anybody think for a second that I looked at Brendan and I went, I don't give a fuck about UFC, and I was serious?
The whole
I
world
know
thinks that you
about
think you're a
fighting.
tough guy
I know
because of that.
enough about fighting to know how tough I'm not. I'll show up at your house. Notice how I turned to him and we were about to do a bit.
Yeah.
Because before that,
That's what we do.
I came up to him and I started fucking
Rough
with him.
House Sunday.
Because he was dressed, he was like kind of hanging out. And I think I slapped your face.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then I go, and I pushed you.
Yeah.
Then you were trying to talk to me and I poked your dick.
Yeah.
And then you go, hey, and I go, it's Rough House Sunday, bro.
Yeah. And I
or
made
whatever it
shirts
was.
out of it, I think.
And then you got mad because I slapped your face again. And then he took his Rolex watch off. And I go, no, okay. And then he fucking grabbed me and gave me a good squeezing. I got a good squeeze.
But if that's out of context, you can see how the fan base is like, hold on, Bryan actually thinks he's a tough guy, you know?
There's a lot of people who
kinda
really think
screwed
that you think that you're like a bad motherfucker.
Guys, I do have a temper.
Bryan has an awful temper.
I have a very bad temper, and
Worst temper anybody I know.
I will fight you because I have that kind of temper. But that's hilarious. The fact that people think that I was saying I don't give a shit about your UFC stuff.
That's hilarious.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm glad that you had to address because everyone thinks in the world
That's
that
so
you,
funny. That Matan kid
They
doing that
really
is
think
so fucking
do they
funny.
really think I was serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all did.
There's actually like a
You
thing.
didn't?
No, I'm just
Like on that video on TikTok, it says like you could click a clickable thing of Bryan Callen thinks he's tough.
It's but it's probably a bunch of you fucking around.
Yeah.
But you can cut the narrative like you think.
But that's
why I'm glad you finally cleared it up.
But it's adorable.
Dude, thank God we had
you
Nick
guys
on
are
here.
adorable. You're adorable.
It's also hilarious though.
But maybe they don't know. They don't know.
Of course,
because they
don't,
see
dude.
that.
It's
and
all
then
good.
Rogan cuts me off, and he's taking it seriously. Which thanks, Joe.
Well, Rogan took it to another notch because he made it serious. Because you were about to get into the silliness, but he stopped the silliness, so then it looks like you and I are serious.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Hey, I don't give a shit about your UFC shit.
That'd be so funny. And I don't say anything. I'm like, what? You think I would just sit by and be like,
to be fair,
okay.
I have gotten in your face when I've been really mad about stuff, but it was only.
Yeah, and there's been times I'm like, buddy. There's been times like you gotta stop talking to me like that. And sometimes you need that.
Do I?
Yeah, sometimes you need that.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do?
He's gonna come to your house and go bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
What are you gonna do?
Hey,
your UFC shit?
Hey, bang, bang, bang on the door.
I don't know what I was saying there. That's a classic example. Like, do you understand? I went bang, bang, bang. Do you know what that's from? That's my buddy Jimmy Burke and I would go, you fucking idiots. That's what we would go. I come over and I just go bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, like bang, bang.
That's what I'm doing there. I'm not. Do you think I am not the guy who's going to say that? I don't say, when I'm threatening somebody, I'm not going to go, dude, I'll come to your house and I'll bang, bang, bang. Like, what do you?
Dude, I didn't say it. Don't come to my house
man,
and say bang, bang, bang.
We're not saying that.
That's so funny.
With Reddit on this, dude, you need to calm down.
Listen, guys, I'm a good guy and I'm not that guy unless you push me.
It's a fun narrative, though. You can see why they do it. It's fun.
I think it's great.
It's funny too because I know you I've known Bryan for 3 years, and him never being a tough guy at all. It's mostly you admiring tough men.
Correct. I'm gay. Like, what are you talking about? The guy, my wife is always like, if you can find the biggest guy in the room, anytime there's a big muscular guy, Bryan's over there.
Yeah, just go to the
my gay husband.
My only thing that I will say that Bryan does do that's toxic is Bryan is the worst at giving introductions to anybody. Like your introductions to people.
Like, this
hilarious.
is Nick. He benches 200.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
One time we were in the green room, and this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I had to tell my girl this other day because it was the worst introduction I've ever had. You go, hey, this is my friend. His whole family's dead. They died in a car accident. And then you just left the room, and me and him were just stuck in a.
Did your family really die?
No, the guy he lost.
Oh, that guy lost his twin.
But that's how you introduced him, and I was like, hey.
Did I say that?
Everyone meet Mike. He lost both his parents
I
recently.
think we were probably talking about some stuff, and then
So it's fresh in your mind. This is Mike. Lost both parents 2 days ago. Have fun, bud.
Yeah, I'm so bad at stuff like that.
Your introductions are the worst.
My friend one time was Palestinian, and my other friend was Jewish, and I introduced him, and I was just talking, and I go, hey guys, don't fight now. And my buddy who's Jewish goes, don't ever do that again. It's so hard.
It's funny though. That's funny.
I was like, oh guys, take it easy.
Oh yeah, that's not, come on.
He's from Palestine.
That's funny.
He's Jewish. Careful guys, careful. You know,
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. What else you got, Chin?
This one.
This is the last one. This one is.
Oh, dude.
This is the funniest shit ever.
Even the land mooning.
The what?
The land mooning.
The land.
The mooning.
Moon landing.
The landing on the moon. Jesus Christ. All this Diet Coke smoking up my brain.
Moon.
That's the Diet Coke. Get off.
Yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, they have funny shit sometimes.
That's funny. Dude, I'll tell you this right now.
What were you trying to say?
The moon landing. Dude, there's certain words I struggle with. There's no doubt about that. But so that was probably my fourth show that week in 2 days. There's some times where my brain just will not work and I have to talk. So shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, it's CT. I'm like, or I've just done 6 podcasts in 3 days.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
And you had a legit speech impediment.
I mean, yes and no. There's certain words I can't
not
say.
Anymore, but
well, no, but there's still certain words that
you can't say wolf.
Wolf?
There you go.
No, there's certain things that might be challenging for me to say. But that's just poor public education.
In all fairness, you did fight heavyweight in the UFC. The fact that you've been punched in the head by heavyweights and you're still talking for a living.
Yeah, I talk for a living.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
He played football from the age of 6, tackle football, until he was 21.
But all that being
I played
said, I make a
football in
living
high school
talking.
and had fucking brain damage, and I get words wrong. You actually fought fucking.
But it also did, in their defense too, like anytime like a fighter or a football player fucks up a word, which everybody does, but I do it for a living. Anytime they go CT, it's like, or I'm just dumb. Or I'm just dumb. Listen, when I was 12 without CT, I still fuck things up.
Yeah,
or I'm just dead. So it's easy to chalk up at CT. I get it.
I don't think you have any CT. All bullshit aside.
I like how careful Rogan is about it because he sent something to the group chat and was like, dude, check the CT. And it was really bad. I go, shit, I'm 3 years away from that. And he'll be like, absolutely not. You're doing great. I'm like, okay, whatever you say, man.
You are, though. You are.
No, but it was time you guys finally addressed.
I think we do that all the time. I
Just
think
react
I
to
think
the
we do
best
that
of them.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Those are fucking
That
funny.
shit's funny.
Dude, that was fun. Because people think that you like. I've even said this to you before. I'm like, you come on this podcast, it's a comedy podcast, and you're taking yourself too fucking seriously.
Agree.
Like no one.
I've never had a problem with leaning into
You know what I mean?
Agree.
I just don't go on there, but
Yeah,
Well, you
but
don't know how. You don't know how to post an
That's-
Instagram
you're
story
older.
by yourself.
You're
You know, I
older.
had to post
I get it.
Instagram stories
Yeah,
for
I
him because he had no
know.
idea.
I know. But with that Reddit thing, like of course I notice them. Of course I see it. I know it's a thing. But especially like when Bryan was going through stuff or Chris, or if I'm going through stuff, it can get like the nasty ones come out.
Sure.
So then that's when I'm like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
But if it's more like that, I'm in. Yeah, let's do it.
Most of it's like that, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
who's this South African guy? Did he hate on my special too? Everybody's hating on my special.
I think he probably did. I mean, he had to.
Oh, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, of course.
Why? It's a good special.
Bryan goes, everyone's hating on my special. That's how it goes.
No, he just basically he sees what's going on in the world, creates like what he thinks
A
people want to hear,
narrative.
and he makes like probably over $1 million a year on his YouTube channel.
It's a business.
Just going bad on people.
Yeah.
But he's good.
But he does it to not only Bryan, like Bert Kreischer.
He goes on
Tom.
Bert, Joe, Tom.
But he's good.
Yeah.
What he does.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like shittier ones, like the guy who has like the weird voice. I don't remember his name, but there's like those ones suck. But the guy
But
podcast cringe.
that guy that does that one, that South African, like
So what is
he
he-
could make he's making a
makes
living.
a fucking
Watch
living.
I know, so
Podcast?
it's hard to argue with him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
keep
He
doing
watches
your thing.
podcasts and just goes bad.
It's just no one knows what his face
He
looks
takes
like.
clips and then
Creates a narrative.
Creates a
Yeah,
narrative.
but I that I appreciate because it's satire and he's fucking with people.
Yeah.
And I think that there's always something. That's a whole.
He's
art
like
form.
remember Star Magazine? Like you'd be walking to pay for your groceries and it'd be like
Yes.
Fat Boy.
Inquirer?
You know, like they would just make up a fucking.
Yeah,
But
like Inquirer?
That's its
Yeah.
own entertainment. That's its own kind of like.
It's his own
art
universe.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lane for it. Clearly, and they're making money. There's also nothing you're gonna do. Like it's just part. You
It's
either
just-
got to
if
accept
you're
it or
good at
just.
that, if you're good at that,
I
then
can't
you
wait till
do
the
it.
day I'm known enough for him to fucking talk shit about me.
That's how you
I
know
don't
you
give,
made it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
That was my whole thing when they hate on me. I'm like, I get it, I guess, but also there's so much more money if you hate on like Logan Paul or Jake. Like, there's so much more famous. Mm-hmm. But I guess they probably have enough guys doing that.
Yeah,
so
that
we're
hate,
more niche.
That hate channels, that's a saturated at this point. Now,
Yeah, they're like, oh no, let's
Yeah.
find someone.
They
not
found
as
their
I'm
own
famous.
always amazed at how many people that are super successful have crazy amounts of hate. But they just had a thing on how many like
Bots?
how many foreign not bots.
I think that's
foreign
what-
actors.
Are you
foreign
talking about
actors
on
that
X?
see
You're
descent
talking
in,
about X.
Yeah, X, but also
Not YouTube.
also on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, I promise. They just
See,
did a
I
whole
think this is
thing
a
about it.
narrative, and I wish it were true, where it's like, oh, all this is fake and it's bots. It's
No,
like,
I'm not
nah,
saying
there's a
it's
lot
fake.
of haters. There's a ton of haters.
There are a lot of haters, but I'm saying like when the people are sowing discord, they'll find it. They'll take a side, right? So Black Lives Matter and all that, but it's way more prevalent than they thought. So with the whole Gaza Israel thing,
See, but the political issues,
Yeah,
yes,
political,
bots. But when it
yeah.
comes to individuals, I think celebrities, we're not celebrities,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
think
sure.
celebrities are like, man, a lot of it's fake. It's like, it's not though.
But
Like,
did you
there's
see on X a
ton
lot
real
of these
accounts.
MAGA
X, yes.
a lot of these MAGA accounts, like some were from Eastern Europe, some were from like Bangladesh, like all these random countries, and they're like these like pro-America accounts that are like
America
riling people.
first.
Yeah, America first, like riling people up.
The political
and being like,
stuff, yes.
Our country's changing and this and that, but it's like some guy from like Belarus,
Yeah.
and you're like, what
He's
the
in
fuck?
like India. You're like, what?
Yeah. So there's definitely money. I mean, it's people make money on hate farming. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And if you could do that with politics, you're making a ton of money.
Way more money than comics. Way more money. That's where
Oh,
the
yeah.
money's at. Mm-hmm. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
You got current events, Jen, or no?
Yeah, you guys want some or how you feel?
pal.
hell yeah.
Let's take a little break here, dude.
What am I wearing?
True Classic, the one and only. They have everything. We've been with our boy Ryan at True Classic from the very start. This dude's killing it. They're available now in Target, Costco, which is insane. They're in the UFC. They're all over. Before they were big, we were rocking them. Anytime you see me in an all-white tee, joggers, hoodies, sweatshirts, button-ups, chinos, they have everything you need for essentials. They are the very best you can get at a fraction of the price of other brands. It's True Classic. We've been with them since day one. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, built to give back. So you can grab them again at Target, ever heard of it, Costco, or just go to trueclassic.com/fighter and get hooked up today. True Classic, the best. I think we're good. My son's at a movie and texts me, Dad, call me. I'm like, you all right, buddy? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
Is he seeing the new Predator movie? Because it sucked.
no, what'd he see? I don't know what he saw.
Dad,
He saw the new Jurassic Park last night.
I was telling Brian, don't see the new Predator movie. They ruined the Predator.
Of course, I could tell.
Oh, no. When the female Predator, but remember, when we were kids, Predator was so badass, but I saw some of the, well, we're similar.
This new one came out, and like the Predator has
right?
no
Has like braids.
They all have braids, but this new one, because the Predator is supposed to be this badass that like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all them, like it's so sleek and like, you know, it's a Predator, it's an unstoppable, cool, like there's no talking.
Yeah.
This new one, it starts off, and spoiler alert, it starts off with the Predator who's trying to impress his dad, but he's the brother that can never impress his father.
I'm out.
And then
There's a family dynamic.
It's almost like punk rock. Like my dad doesn't understand me.
No.
And then like his brother dies to try and protect him because his dad wanted to kill him because he's the weak predator. So he goes off. So he goes off to another planet to prove his dad wrong.
Oh, I'm out.
And then he gets there, and the whole movie is about the friends he meets along the way. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's just getting bamboozled all the time. The Predator is not supposed to get bamboozled.
No. I'm out.
Really weird.
I'm out.
They Disneyfied Predator.
I'm out. Thank you for that. What's this, Jen? Oh, this is a video of Hamzat and John Jones wrestling. I sent to our group chat.
I didn't see it.
Dude, and John gave him credit. He's like, yeah, dude. Like, he took me to legit takedown.
Let me see.
Watch this.
Hamzat Chimayo. Сошли с рукопашной. Кто кого? О, John.
John responded too. He goes, yeah, legit takedown.
Yeah. Put him
John's
in the octagon.
been in Chechnya.
Put him in the octagon.
John bought a house in Chechnya.
What?
Yeah. He bought
Holy
property
shit.
there.
That's him with Kadyrov.
Oh, that's Kadyrov.
This is dirty fighting.
Holding hands too.
I don't know if you guys have already seen it, but did you see the video of John with Hasbulla?
When he thinks he's a little kid, right?
No, when John's sweatpants, the sweatpants incident.
No.
Oh, I don't know if you
Is
can
it
find-
on?
It's online. Yeah,
Just type in John Jones Hasbulla. What do you mean? Sweat? Like his big dick hits him in the face or something?
you got to see it.
The first one here is Chuck.
No, it's
No.
John Jones. He's on a couch and Hasbulla's messing with him. Type in John Jones
Couch.
boner Hasbulla.
Is this AI?
There it says way too excited. There's no audio, right?
Watch when they show it.
Oh shit!
But he might just have a big. Well,
No, that's a.
Why is he rocked up?
He's bricked.
Yeah, he's
Bro.
bricked up,
Hey,
dog.
bro, he's bricked up here.
In all fairness, Hasbulla is 25 years old. So this is okay, kind of.
Yeah. Wow, that's very strange.
That
He
is
is bricked
rather-
up.
that's
but
rather
he might just have one of those
disconcerting.
big dicks that it kind of folded, you know? I'm trying to help him out here. I don't. That's very strange.
Typically,
I wish I didn't see
typically your
that.
big dick isn't rock hard.
Yeah, but no, but
standing
you know how it's so big where it's folded, so it sticks
unless
up.
his girl just got off his dick, that's a strange.
No,
situation.
he's excited.
You know, it could be too. He might not be wearing undies.
Oh no, it's his leg.
What?
No, it's definitely not.
That's not a leg.
He's
That's
wearing.
a dick, Brad.
That's his.
You know what?
There's something
That's
there.
his big black
That
dick.
is very strange.
But you know what it could be too is he's not wearing undies, and then just a slight breeze, just a ruffling against your
got him
cock.
all jingled up.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it. He's all
bricked
fuck it.
the fuck up.
Straight up, dude.
So I don't know what's going on there.
Wow, I had no idea that existed in this world. First the Reddit videos, now John Jones bricked up playing with a small man.
Hasbro gets a lot of fucking. First, he's getting kissed by Mike Tyson on the neck. Then he sees John Jones' boner.
Mike Tyson was funny. We thought he was actually a little kid. He just didn't know.
Also, what are you gonna do if Mike Tyson starts kissing your neck? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna wait till it's over. I'm gonna wait till he's
You're gonna
satiated.
swallow his cock.
That's like Shane. That's like Shane. What's his name?
Carwin?
Carwin. I was like, man, I don't know what I'd do against you if you were my prison cellmate. He goes, you suck my cock. I didn't even know him.
It's like the first day you met. What else you got, Chin?
Oh, here's a highlight reel of him.
I find it very weird the way people treat Hasbro.
He must like it though, because he keeps coming around.
Do you think so?
He must be rich as fuck, yeah?
Now, yeah.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. You saw him with the DoorDash bag at the last UFC, getting DoorDash sponsorships.
This is a very strange.
It's a tough life though, man.
That's a very strange video.
He might be balling, but it's a tough go.
Yeah.
Is it? I have to ask because I don't know if you've seen that girl from Long Island. She has that her own reality show where she looks 11 years old, but she's actually in her 20s and trying to date, and she's going on dates with like full-grown men
On TLC?
On TLC,
bro.
That's like the similar situation. If someone dates Hasbro that's of age, it just looks.
Yeah, you're talking about somebody who has latent.
Well, especially the guys that are dating that girl. She looks 11, but she's really 24. Like, but something's up, buddy.
In all fairness, that's that's the best situation for a pedophile.
100%.
Yeah, there's not a ton of them though.
you know?
Yeah. This is interesting. So Bret Hart. So the subject is Bret Hart says Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon were lovers.
Bret Hart is the biggest hater of
By the
all
way,
time.
Bret Hart.
Are you a
Yeah,
WWE
Bret
fan?
Hart.
I was a big
Hart,
fan as a kid. Yeah.
In all fairness, Bret Hart, like when he lost the championship, like, and it was taken from him, like it's all fake, dude. You were
Well, no, the fake part was supposed to be, he wasn't supposed to actually give it up, but they actually got everybody in on it, and he's still complaining about it to this day.
Yeah, dude. Like
He never stops complaining.
You think he's
the
bullshit
greatest-
here? You think he's
It doesn't
Shawn
matter.
Michaels and Vince McMahon are?
I think it's
I don't know.
Vince
McMahon's a wild
no.
boy.
I think it's complete
Vince is
bullshit.
pooping
but
on
I
girls. He's
absolutely
not
love
doing
it.
anything with Shawn Michaels. I mean, maybe.
Play this.
I don't know.
Let's
The
see
way he
clip.
was.
Let's see what he
I
says.
think it's bullshit, but I love
I
it.
think that Shawn and Vince were sleeping with each other. Honest, I'm just telling you, I think I'm very close to the truth here. Shawn and Vince were lovers, and that's why I'm being dead honest, and I'm telling you, I just, when I look back, it's like, I got caught between two lovers. You know, and I got shafted and screwed over, and Shawn was so envious and jealous of my position that he finally had to sleep with Vince to get it. And I tell you, I say all this with absolute, I would say it to Shawn if he was right here. I would actually like to have Shawn come clean and say, look, we were lovers.
Any
I'm
truth
sure
to that?
they
You
were.
know WWF.
I think he's the biggest
No,
hater
but it's
of all time.
but it's the greatest. I like these. Like really, I just believe that they were lovers, and
Like he spent the last 20 years talking about how much
He can't let it go.
Bill Goldberg ruined his life. That's all he talks about.
can't let it go.
Never could let anything go. He's just a fucking
And
Scrooge.
he doesn't look that happy.
I met him in Calgary.
How was he?
Awesome.
Was he?
Yeah, it was cool. He came in sweats, whatever. Yeah, he came to, where was it at? Yuck Yucks in Calgary?
Yeah.
And his family like runs Calgary.
Yeah.
Like the Hart family, yeah, they're all in Calgary.
I bet
They
he's
have,
a nice
whole
guy.
wrestling thing.
Seems like a
His whole
smart guy.
family's there. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I think he's got a sense of humor. Like that. That's him being funny. That's fucking.
I don't
funny.
think so. I think he really,
No,
He's being silly there.
but
But
he's
it's a
being
great
silly.
troll. It's genius.
Yeah, it's
I don't know much about professional wrestling, but he was a legend, huh? Like a
Yeah.
But
One of
part
the
of that's
greats.
just because of
technical,
his,
one of the best wrestlers,
Probably the-
right?
but
yeah.
also his personality, right? He was a showman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, him and Chris Benoit are some of the best technical wrestlers of all time. Chris Benoit, you're not going to hear too much more about, but
Yeah.
He was known as one.
Bryan doesn't know what happened to him.
Passed.
He murdered his whole family.
Oh, right.
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Damn, bud.
It's terrible.
Yeah. He's very technical, though.
Yeah, technically a good wrestler, but Bret Hart's like known for the most technical
Really?
wrestler. Yeah.
The whole Hart family. I mean,
They all came up. That's why they literally have like a compound in Calgary. It's like the Hart compound, wrestling compound.
they've all kind of gotten pretty fucked over by the WWE. If you really think about
That's
it,
why he's
right?
upset.
Like he's gotten fucked over. His brother died in the ring, and then they just kept the rest
Brother
of.
fell.
That was his brother.
Brian's
Yeah.
all
I don't know
together.
anything. I saw that. Damn.
Yeah, and
That's
they
why
kept the
it's sad.
like even after his brother died, they just like moved the body and kept the rest of the night going.
He said the show must go on.
I saw that.
So I feel like he does have. You kind of got to give him a little something to be like, all right, you know what? Maybe
And
you
him
have
being,
the right
and
to
him
like,
being
fuck that.
like Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels were fucking. You're like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah, if that's
Whether
if
it's
that's
true or not,
yeah.
whatever.
You know, like, I think one of the things about being like, so a friend of mine wrote a really interesting Instagram thing. He started a business. He's an entrepreneur. And he was talking about how the reason he started his business as an entrepreneur is because his father worked, he was a company man. His father was a company man. His father worked his ass off his whole life. Just worked, all through everything, just hours a day, and gave his life to this company. And then his father died. And the afternoon his father died, he was replaced. And because that's how it is when you're a company man, you're totally expendable. And Bret Hart was expendable because he was working for Vince McMahon. He was a wrestler. And if you're a fighter in the UFC, whoever you are,
No, any job. Even comics.
you're
The
100%.
world doesn't stop turning.
world doesn't
Maybe
stop
your
turning.
family's sad remembers
Right.
you, but in general, when
Nobody
people
stops.
talk about dynasty and legacy, buddy, the world just keeps spinning.
Of course it does.
And then your kids remember you, and hopefully their kids remember you. And then after that, you're an afterthought.
That's right.
Unless
You
you're
also-
like a president or you have a statue up at fucking the Eagles Stadium. Outside that, the world keeps fucking turning, man.
Especially with entertainment, you got to know when to get out at the right time too. Because how many sports athletes, like you talk about, like people to this day don't think Fedor. They don't talk about Fedor being one of the greatest
Never.
MMA
Never.
just because like he stuck around for too long, got beat a couple times, lost.
It's also a younger fan base who, during COVID, they jumped on the sport. It was the only sport, so they don't even know the history of Conor. All they know is Conor being this wild boy, doing all this.
There's almost like BC and AD when
Correct.
Conor McGregor became a thing. Everything before that, people know about GSP, but they don't really understand how much of a beast BJ Penn was, or
no clue.
Matt Hughes was,
No clue.
or Randy Couture,
Chuck Liddell, all
Chuck
those
Liddell.
boys.
Like they don't even look at them as like, because like they're like, oh, back then they were fighting
point, it's
mailmen,
BC
but like
before Conor,
Yeah.
and everything's after that.
yeah, they talk about it in the same way like kids today talk about Michael Jordan's not that good and nowhere near LeBron James.
Hilarious.
But he played against mailmen and shit like that. It's like, it's just a different, you can't compare those two things.
They just don't know. It's like my son, he kept, when they were in Dallas at that tournament, he was like, yeah, I mossed that kid. Yeah, I mossed that kid. And all the kids were like, yeah, you mossed that kid.
What is Moss?
Well,
Randy Moss?
Well, so, and then T's like, wait, Dad, what's Moss? I'm like, hold on, gather around, kids. Nobody knows who Randy Moss is. They're like, no,
What?
like, no fucking way. And I'm like, why would they? So I went on YouTube and like Randy Moss highlights. And it was like, this is why they call it mossing. Like, oh, we thought it was like moss on a rock. I'm like, well, you're fucking stupid, right?
Kids.
In all fairness, kids make up some goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like you heard the phrase 6'7"?
Yo, yeah.
Your kids
My
do
kids
it?
say- they do this. 6'7".
What is that?
And when I'm driving on the highway, they're like, Dad, you're at 67. Like, I don't give a fuck.
It means nothing,
It means nothing.
but they just do it.
It's just trendy. What else you got, Jen?
Alrighty. This is an Alaska Airlines pilot that was sitting in a jump seat in the cockpit. So but he's not flying. He's just sitting there. And then he freaked out and tried to turn on these things that shut the engines off because he thought something was happening to the plane. Turns out he did mushrooms like a few days before, right? And it just kicked in bad after that. So
After a judge sentenced him to time served. The former pilot for Alaska Airlines was accused of trying to crash a flight after he had taken psychedelic mushrooms.
It's 30 seconds of my life I wish I could change, and I can't.
In October 2023, he was
take
riding in the jump seat off duty on a flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco when he says he began to hallucinate.
There was a feeling of being trapped. This is not real. I need to wake up.
He stood up in the cockpit and pulled these red handles, which are meant to shut off the engines in the case of a fire. But it didn't work. The flight landed safely, and Emerson was let off the plane in cuffs. Later charged with 83 counts of attempted murder, 1 for each person on board. 2 days earlier, he says he took mushrooms for the first time to cope with depression. He says he never sought treatment, fearing it would end his career.
There's a perception out there that if you raise your hand and say something's not right, there's a very real possibility that you don't fly again.
Prosecutors pushed for a 1-year prison sentence, but lawyers say Emerson was not aware that he has a rare condition making the effects of psychedelic drugs last for days instead of hours. And the pilot who helped remove him from the cockpit asked the judge not to send Emerson to prison, warning it could discourage other pilots from seeking medical help. The judge agreed, saying pilots are not perfect, they are human, while noting that Emerson
No, bitch, they gotta be perfect.
career.
You're flying a goddamn plane with 400 people in there. Suck my
You also
dick. We're
aren't
doing
supposed
drugs.
to be on mushrooms.
Yeah,
if you're a
bitch.
fucking
Well,
pilot.
he did
a few
mushrooms
days
before, but he has
yeah.
that condition.
Still,
Can't
he
be
should-
a pilot. No, I'm sorry. Can't be
By
a
the way,
pilot.
I also look at my eyes.
Why?
When did you do mushrooms? Days ago?
Yeah, bullshit.
Or did you do it like a couple hours ago?
Yeah, I'm not buying that. One
Anyway,
second.
he's not a bad guy. He fucked up.
You just can't be a pilot. You can't be fucking flying me to Dallas. We can't have it.
No.
I expect my pilots to be pretty perfect.
I don't want someone high in the jump seat in the fucking cockpit.
No, I don't need you doing shrooms and questioning your life while you're flying me and my family to
My
fucking-
my buddy Jeremy was talking about doing. This guy was doing blow all night. They called him Mr. White, dressed in all white, doing blow. They're on some island. They're in, I don't know, Bermuda or whatever. And his girls are around. They're all hanging out. And finally, it's like 4 a.m. My boy's got to get up, and he's flying on this private jet out, or a small jet, to get the fuck off Bermuda, and he's got to get back to L.A. And it's like the last thing he sees is this guy going, "Come on, dude, I got more blow," but he doesn't do blow. He's like, "No, I'm good, thanks." He had a couple of drinks. He's leaving. And the guy's like, "All right, man, you're fucking party. And girls, let's get," and they're just doing blow off a little tiny spoon. This guy, Mr. White. So my buddy gets on his plane. He's fucking dying. It's like 3 hours. He got 3 hours of sleep. Gets on his plane and he pulls the seat back and just goes out, man. He's going to sleep. And he wakes up after about an hour, 2 hours, and he's like, fuck. And he's looking. And out of the cockpit comes Mr. White, the guy who was doing the blow.
It was his pilot?
no.
Yep. And he goes into the bathroom, pisses, and comes back out. And my buddy just looks at him, and he looks at him, and he's like,
Oh shit!
he's like, "You're flying my fucking plane, dude. You didn't even go to sleep. You're still high."
Oh, no.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah, it's scary. You remember that one actual commercial pilot that crashed into a mountain or whatever because he was depressed and he killed everyone aboard?
Yep.
Yeah,
That shit scares the shit out of me.
that's like if you're depressed, how about not murdering?
Exactly.
everybody?
Right? Why are you taking out everybody else?
Just,
What the fuck?
just stop flying. No, we need happy
Some
thoughts when
people
you're
are out
flying.
of their minds.
Oh, this one's crazy too.
This is crazy.
Yeah, Pross Mitchell from the Fugees. He's sentenced to 14 years in prison for illegal money donations to the Barack Obama's presidential campaign, 2012. Because the person he got it from was from Malaysia, so it's a foreign national, and that's illegal to do.
Damn.
So then I looked into it, I was like, then shouldn't Obama be, obviously in trouble as well? But they're like, there's no way to
Well,
prove.
no. So the president doesn't know.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So they give the money.
Doesn't know.
Doesn't know my ass. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Wait, so what
He
is
took illegal
He was
funding.
raising money. He was
For his
raising money
campaign.
for Obama, but he got money from a foreign national. So he found a very wealthy Malaysian guy. The reason you have a problem with that is because then the Malaysian
You
guy
sway
is
them.
buying into the
Correct.
administration. So it's against campaign finance rules. and stuff.
Does this seem a little excessive? 14
I think
years?
so. I
Aren't
think
there some real criminals
But
out
they
there?
have to make an example and all that. But I agree, that's crazy. That's crazy to be sentenced to 14 years. He'll probably do, I don't know, but that's a lot. That's a federal crime. So usually you have to do 85% of your fucking sentence.
He's doing at least 10.
10 years. That
Red
seems,
or no?
I'd give him,
That's a long time for
I would give him a
that.
year.
A white collar
I'd
crime.
give the guy a year. I think that's way too long.
two good years.
A year. Just give me a year. That's a long time.
I give him 6 months. Even
You and
that's
I
a-
would be the worst.
6 months is a long time.
6 months, a long time.
6 months in prison, dude? For sending money to Obama?
I'd give him 6 months. I'm that guy. I'm not putting you away for 14 years.
I mean, if you do a
He
real,
didn't kill
if you're
anybody.
doing a real crime or you hurt a kid, I think you should be shot in the fucking face.
It's kind of a
But
victim
this guy,
The second year is because it was going to Obama.
Yeah.
It's a victimless
You know?
crime. Yeah.
Now, you know what? Now it's Obama. Give him 10 years. What do you got, Jen?
This is kind of infuriating. This woman was in a burning apartment building, and then these firefighters are trying to save her, but she's refusing. She's freaking out. And this is in Japan. So there goes one firefighter.
Did she just kick him off?
Yeah, she kicked him off.
What's the matter with you, girl?
Boiling eggs.
Oh, because she's so afraid she's going to fall or something. She's holding on.
Yeah, what about the
She's
fire?
kicking off the firefighter.
Well, she's in panic mode. She's totally
this, man.
That guy just fell.
Yeah, but there's firefighters with a ladder to help her out.
What?
I will say that is the flimsiest fire
footing and
ladder I've ever
fell.
seen. What a...
It's for
That's
small,
like a Home
it's for
Depot
small
ladder.
Asian people, though. Boom, bitch. All right, we tried helping you. Still want your eggs?
Oh, shit.
It wasn't that high, by the way.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
It wasn't
It's like
high.
a
It's
story.
Hey,
She might have been like, I got this. Back up. I got
I
it.
was like-
I got it.
yeah, she's fine.
Oh, this is pretty crazy too. So this guy, you know, when you're playing soccer, there's a way to kick your ball in, and this guy wanted to do a trick.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Is that a stinger?
That's a stinger. That's what happened to Tiger, basically.
Is there anything worse than trying to look cool doing something and fucking making a
Yeah,
fool of
so
yourself?
typically-
I bet
they'll
his
do
bros
this.
were like, bro.
Yeah,
That's-
typically you do that and you flip.
If
it.
you scorpion in front of everybody, embarrassing.
That's got to suck.
And no one asked you to do it? No.
Well, they do that.
Bro,
a lot of
just
guys
kick
do
the
that and they throw
fucking
the ball
ball.
really far. Have you seen them do it?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That was not cool.
No, that didn't work out for
There's
you.
Give me
nothing
one
more
more chin, I
embarrassing.
gotta get
When your
rolling.
body scorpions, it's the most embarrassing position you
Yeah.
could be in.
It's horrible.
Oh, this is the last one. So this
What about that Clint Eastwood thing?
that was just a creepy, weird one. It's
Oh, that's when he kissed the
little girl off
I
script.
remember that so well. This was in a movie where he kisses her and it's so
It was off script too. It wasn't in the
Can you
script.
play for me?
I don't
Let
want
me
to watch
refresh it.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he didn't. It wasn't like that. She saves his life in the movie.
I know,
okay?
but it's a movie.
John McBurney. But everybody calls me McB. Oh, baby.
Ugh.
13 in September.
Ew.
Well, that's terrible.
What?
It's just weird as hell.
enough.
Yeah.
I remember this movie. I saw it in the movie theaters. I remember it.
Old enough for
and we were all like,
kisses.
back then, we were all like,
That's so...
like what we thought. Can I just tell you how everybody thought of it back then?
Creepy.
We all thought that he was this big, handsome man. This is how fucked up it was back then. And we were like, the way it was presented in the movie
You thought
was
lucky girl.
lucky girl.
Creeps.
Like, in other words, like, of course he wasn't interested in her, but I'm gonna give
He's
you
a big
something to-
celebrity.
It's like a girl, an older woman who would kiss a boy, right?
Hot.
Right? But when the roles were reversed, it was like I remember this very well as a young wherever I saw it. Find out the year that
Said
was.
71. You are old
71.
as
So
shit.
I saw that in Saudi Arabia probably when I was
Saw Vietnam.
I saw that on video in Saudi Arabia probably when I was 12. And we used to have movies. They would play movies at the compounds, you know.
What was it like when color television came out?
Literally. But we were all like,
Was
what the
segregation
fuck?
weird?
Wow,
How did the water
I was born in 67.
How did the water at the White Fountain taste?
My mother remembers seeing black and white water fountains in the South and being so mad.
Because she couldn't drink from the black?
She was so
That they had
mad.
their own water fountain?
Yeah.
Back then, she was like, what an
She's
outrage.
pissed. She's like, what the fuck? They get their own fountains?
No, she realized how bad it was.
That's why it's so funny to me when people when liberals are like, we need black spaces and blacks need their own, we need safe black businesses and
It's like,
safe black neighborhoods. And I'm like, you mean like the same as like, should there be a safe black water fountain?
Yeah. So you want to go back? Or
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that it, Chinster?
Yeah. Does Nick have any dates coming up or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Riot Comedy Club in San Antonio, January 30th and 31st.
Sweet.
That's a long ways away.
And me and Nick, in fact, will be in
Yeah, I'll be with him the rest of the time.
yeah, Salt Lake City this weekend, guys, November 28th and 29th at Wise Guys. Come get some. And then we got Naples, Florida, December 12th, 13th, 14th. You're coming to that, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be good. Tampa, Florida, December 26th, 27th.
Love
28th.
Tampa.
Side Splitters.
I think we have Nick on here a little more often. I think you
yeah.
come in and give us that
I'm
Reddit
down.
breakdown.
I'm down.
Yeah, dude.
This is fun.
You're right up the street. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Please. Let's figure this out, man.
And then make sure you guys come out to Tacoma and Spokane for New Year's because I am skipping out on doing fun New Year's shit to be there. So
Oh, that's right.
Yes, come
We're
on
gonna
out.
be there.
Mm-hmm.
Tacoma, we got Tacoma, Washington, December 31st. Then Spokane, we got January 2.
Ooh, Appleton.
not
Come
to-
on down.
Not to pat
Appleton,
ourselves on the
Wisconsin.
back, but every city we go to, and this is people who actually come to the shows, you have me, Nick Callis, who's also a seller comic, and Bryan. Everybody that's come to the shows, they're always like, "That's the best comedy show I've
We
been to."
put
'Cause
on
it's-
we put on a fucking
It's three
sick show.
three headliners, like all that crush from top to bottom.
There's no doubt. That's the one thing I'll say. Like this weekend in Plano, first of all, you're welcome because that was 2 hours of literally 2 hours of uproarious laughter with no breaks.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking great.
And I love going with you because I get to work on my new, like that new 15 minutes that I'm doing.
Crushed.
Love it, man. So if you guys like this show and you want to ad free, go to patreon.com/TFATK. For the Patreon fans, we're going to send the link to you tomorrow morning to get the Spy and the Kid shirt. We got the Abbott Kenny Fight Club shirts on there, Abbott Kenny Fight Club hoodies, hats. We got everything. It'll be available to you guys first.
That's
Before
sick.
This is just for the Patreon on Wednesday. You guys get free access right away, and then the rest we'll get it Thursday. But Wednesday, Patreon just for you guys. But if you want to join the Patreon, go to patreon.com/TFATK. All shows are ad-free. You get extended episodes, 20, 30 minutes longer per month. Bonus, all Schaub shows are on there ad-free. Fan questions at least once a month. Also extra behind-the-scenes content. All this is just $5. That's it. Forget your Starbucks for one day and get on the Patreon. It's patreon.com/TFATK. That's it. This is the Fire Kid with Nick. We're out.